Hello, everyone. Welcome to RPGeeks. We're playing Call of Cthulhu. Finally, it's about time. Hello, I'm Emily. I'm one of the RPGeeks. Shamini's one of the RPGeeks as well, as is Fiona down there. We're all kind of spaced out amongst the screen for this one. But today, we are joined by two fabulous guests. We are joined by the spectacular Liv Kennedy. Liv, hello.
Hi, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Am I saying like who I am or what I'm about?
I think you should. Yeah, why not? Yeah, you do it.
I want to know.
Why not?
Who are you? Who are you? Why here?
I don't know. I wish I knew. Hi, I'm Liv Kennedy. I do things on the internet. I play a lot of games. I GM. I'm part of Three Black Halflings, which is a TTRPG show about being a person of color in the TTRPG industry. And we also make a bunch of cool actual play stuff, including one that came out recently called City of the Black Rose, Herald of Shadows, which you should check out. And there's also a thing coming up that's really exciting that I'll tell you about later.
I was about to put the thing in chat. I was so ready.
Do it.
But no.
Do you
Do you want to do it now? Okay, right. Tell them about it, Liv.
Spoilers in chat.
Go.
Spoilers.
On
If it
the
works.
28th of May, this very month, the Kickstarter is going live for the City of the Black Rose source book that's setting agnostic, and it's going to be super sick and super cool, and it's partnered with Roll and Play Press, and it's dope as hell. Just have a little look, see, follow it if you want. Also, happy to be here. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for being here, Liv.
Good to have you back, Liv.
Always
Backed instantly.
Backed, done. And then we are also joined, and they will be our keeper this evening. It's the one and only. It's Dominic Allen. Hi, Dom.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling very prepared. Don't worry. I'm at least 10% more prepared than I normally am, which puts me at a whopping 11%.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah,
That's
you
a
can find
privilege.
me on Apocalypse Players podcast. We have an episode of usually Call of Cthulhu every week, or you can find me over on Chaotic Neutral, playing role-playing games, usually Call of Cthulhu, and also No Rolls Barred, playing board games, badly.
I haven't got a thing for No Rolls Barred, so we'll have to Google No Rolls Barred. It'll come up. You should all know it.
I think it'll come up. You'll see it.
Go find it. Google it. I think all that means, all that's left is Dom. Take it away.
We're ready to begin. Now I'll say at the top, this doesn't have a title yet. So I'll take pitches on titles. Maybe chat will come up with something brilliant. If we get to the end, who knows?
Oh, Dom, please.
Oh no!
Oh,
Feeling
Cthulhu.
very confident. Oh no, it's going to be jazz. It's going to be jazz. Fantastic. So the four of you have decided it's 1920 something, probably 19. Let's say it's 1924, and the four of you are on a ship called the SS Homily. You set off from Aberdeen weeks ago. You've been at sea for weeks, travelling north. You stopped briefly at the Faroe Isles, and then you carried on, and you've gone around the coast of Iceland, but you didn't really stop there, and you've carried on east into the sort of the Greenland Sea and entering the Arctic Circle, attempting to go to a what's known as a sort of health spa retreat, but probably not how we'd think of it nowadays. You're expecting it to be quite rustic. It's slightly secretive. Not everyone knows about it. It's all word of mouth that you've heard about this place, probably, and you might have heard various things about it. And it's a long journey, and it's on the island of Forvandi, which I don't know if any of you will have done any research prior to your trip. Maybe you will have done.
Unlikely, looking at my stats.
I was told to put my points in library use, so I did.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ah, very good.
Oh well, let's start with a nice library use.
Oh,
Just to see if
did not
if there's
volunteer
anything.
that.
This is Shamini's
Anything
first
played
ever
there?
game of Cthulhu.
First
So
ever roll.
exciting.
Oh, exciting!
Right, I'm going to roll, and I'm going to get over
Under.
Number.
Under.
Under the big number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
That's
on,
why you
come on,
put your
guys.
points into it to make it easier.
Yeah,
to-
I see that now. Oh no, no, 8. 8!
No,
Oh,
very
wow.
good.
Oh, okay.
Yes!
Fantastic.
Is it an extreme success, Shamini? Is it?
Yes, it's extreme.
Extreme.
That's extreme.
Oh, well, we
Stars,
don't need to really
stars,
do the scenario. I can just tell you everything now.
That'd be great.
Shamini,
Thanks.
One Call of Cthulhu.
First person in history.
right.
Yeah.
It'll be
We
fine.
need to turn the boat around. We're going back.
Actually, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, okay. Go back.
So you probably, you did a bit of research, looked into the place. You couldn't find it on any map.
No.
You did find maybe a brief reference to it as an old Dutch whaling station that was abandoned in the 17th century. But yeah, never appeared on a map. Some accounts say that it's under sort of Norwegian authority now, but you couldn't find any Norwegian sources that mentioned it. And curious. But anyway, the four of you are stood on the deck, perhaps. It's getting close. It's probably sort of... it's probably late September. Let's say it's early October. So it's getting close to polar night. That is approaching, where there won't be any sun for months. And already the days are incredibly short. So it's a brief moment of twilight. You've had this very short day and you're watching the sun go down. It's maybe become a bit of a ritual to sort of say goodbye to the sun. And the water's quite choppy. The sky is sort of slate grey. The water is black and brooding, and it's cold. And you're on deck. There's a fair few crew members about. There's you've probably had time to meet a fair few of the crew. There's also a few other travellers who are going the same way as you. There's a woman called Evelyn, who's an old lady. She's always sketching in her sketchbook. There's who else have we got? There's a slightly reserved gentleman who's a bit younger, who has introduced himself as Mr. Tremblay. He probably hasn't talked to you much. He keeps himself to himself. And there is another man who also hasn't spoken at all, and he was picked up in the Faroe Isles. But the rest of you left from Aberdeen. So who are the four people stood on the decks?
Who would like to go first? Should we roll?
Who
for
wants
it?
to do it? Should we roll for it? Oh,
No, I wanna go.
Shamini's ready. She's
Doing
in.
it.
yeah, do it.
Right.
Shamini's doing a
Go for it.
Cthulhu.
Right.
Yes.
I know how to do a Cthulhu.
yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe my character. We've got Ethel Marlington Smythe. Now, Ethel is very, very fashionably dressed for when one is going to the Arctic. One will be buying an entirely new wardrobe of, I'm thinking white fur. Are we feeling the white fur? Because I'm really feeling the white fur. And she's just ever so well put together, just sort of practically perfect in every way, to coin a phrase.
I think next to Ethel is a figure wearing not enough clothes. She's sort of all in loose, flowy, draped. There's a lot of scarves, but they are all silk and draped, and also looks well put together, but in more of a maybe hippie-ish way. And there are sort of crystals and feathers in the hair, which is sort of a wild blonde mess. And Willow sort of comes over to Ethel and goes, "Hello, darling. Hello, how are you feeling today?"
Oh, stepmother, hello.
Oh, you can just call me mother.
Oh, sorry, you did. I just keep forgetting. Oh,
Or
silly
mummy,
old
if
me.
you felt like it.
Absolutely. Yes, isn't it lovely? Is that all you have for the trip in terms of warm clothing?
Oh, darling, I don't need warm clothing. I've got
really?
and she pulls out sage from underneath
Oh my God.
her and just sort of
Ooh.
and a match and strikes it against the side of the boat
my
and lights
God.
some sage and just sort of goes, you see, as the sun goes down, we say goodbye to the goddess and we just sort of wave it around and she will keep us warm, darling. You don't need all this. And also, is it real fur? Because we spoke about it, didn't we? And you mustn't spend your father's money, rest his soul, on on furs of little bunny rabbits.
You know what? That did completely escape my mind when I was in the fur shop. I felt his spirit trying to indicate to me that I should buy the things that make me happy.
Oh, he did like hunting, actually, so it does make sense. Okay, fine, I forgive it. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, would you like some more money?
I will be needing some more soon, actually,
Okay.
now that you mention it.
She pulls out, I guess, what would be a lot of money in the
now.
1920s.
Oh, I don't
It
know.
would be
Just a small like,
a
coin
little
purse or
pouch. Yes, you
something.
have and she just sort of chucks another pouch and goes, there you go. That's
Amount of money.
pocket money for the trip, darling.
Thank you, stepmother.
Mummy.
I think along from this this conversation, you see a woman which is slightly taller and slightly broader. She's not round necessarily, but like her shadow with the sun setting definitely stretches much further than the other folks there. This is Phyllis Webber, who currently is trying to take a good shot of the sun going down with her sort of 1920s sort of camera. So she set it up all nicely, and of course it's very difficult when the boat is moving with the sort of shifting of stuff, so she's yet to get a really good shot. But if you were going to go through all the rest of her like film canisters once they are developed, a lot of them seem to be pictures of a certain monkey that seem to be getting into shots, and definitely you can see there's maybe a couple of tears on her coat recently, as if she's had a little bit of a scrape with one such monkey, and she's like, all right, no, I'm just gonna, all right. And it's just literally focusing on looking through the sun, the camera into the sun, which you should not do, but it's definitely trying to look through and just getting a sense if she can capture this particular moment.
I think at that moment, that's when a particular monkey
Liv's
like,
playing
I
a
imagine-
monkey.
That is what it sounds like at this point.
I'm just a
Full chaos
rapscallion.
monkey, yeah.
Just a little monkey. A little monkey like crawls along like the railing, like along the side of the ship, and just kind of gets in the shot, and you see like a curly black tail just kind of getting in your way. And it's channeling my dog Biscuit, who kind of looks like a weird little monkey, but just kind of. And you see a woman who is also tall, but like lithe and kind of lanky, but like covered in like a warm coat with like kind of like probably real fur, unfortunately poking up, but like back then we don't know. Even though she has a monkey, and and like long, like shoulder length, straight gray hair, and like she's done up to the nines. She looks fabulous. And she says, "Oh, Maximilian, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, my dear. My dear Phyllis. I apologize. You know how much he loves to be around you."
Yeah, she's he seems to be quite attractive, quite photogenic, so to speak. Seem to have a lot of photos of him.
He's
It's fine,
beautiful,
I'll-
isn't he? As she like starts primping him, and he's like wearing his own, like it's a duplicate of the jacket she's wearing, but he's wearing a tiny version of it.
There's definitely, I can imagine there's definitely a moment with Maximilian sort of like is probably like cooing up next to you, and then just sends me daggers, and I also
Yes.
send daggers back. I'm just like, yeah. Well, you look quite a picture. Picture, and I go and I take a quick like snap of these two together. As
Yeah,
I
she tries to
tend
look like
do.
candid, like looking away and stuff, but she's like, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you
perfect.
take-
Another one for the scrapbook.
You take some lovely photos, my dear.
Oh well, when the portrait is as pretty as you, love,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, you. I'm so fond of you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me on this trip. I didn't expect us to be going so far, and as long as you're happy, and we get you. Well, you don't need treatment, no, but as long as you're happy.
Fit as a fiddle. I'm just intrigued about this place, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of things for you to take some snaps of.
Maybe some rocks, some birds, all the good stuff.
At that
All
moment,
of the above.
a guy with a huge red beard, who you know is the bosun, and he's just called John. He's just called Bosun John. No one ever mentions his surname. He limps past you. He says, "There'll be nothing else to take photographs of. I can tell you that."
Oh, what? Just there's nothing there.
Rocks and birds.
Okay.
Unless you get lucky and see a mermaid, of course.
You care, John. What are you talking? A mermaid?
That's
An
what the
icy
story
mermaid?
says.
What? Really?
Oh, aye. Aye, the Dutch whalers back in 1703, I think. They all went mad. The mermaids called them into the sea.
Oh,
You don't believe me, do you?
Well, I mean, I've not heard of no mermaids around here. Have you seen them? Have you heard of them whilst you've been traveling?
I've heard singing, aye. I
And
hear
yet
it
you didn't
sometimes at night.
succumb.
No.
Willow sort of dances over and goes, "Oh, hello, Bosun John. How are you doing?
Very good, madam.
I heard you talking about the mermaids, and I would love to meet one."
Oh, no. You don't want to meet a mermaid.
I feel like I would like to meet a mermaid. You don't speak for me, John. You do not speak. Also, hello there. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Sloane Parker.
Oh.
Lovely to meet you.
Willow Marlingden Smythe.
Of the Smythes, of the Smythe family.
Oh, well, yes, not by blood. I married in, and then my poor late husband, Ethel's father, he tragically passed away.
Oh, the one with the passing, unfortunate to hear of it, with the mysterious circumstances. Yes, of course.
Oh, no, they weren't that mysterious. It was natural causes, I do believe. She's right there, darling.
Hello there.
Ethel Marlington Smythe, hello.
Oh,
By blood of the Marlington Smythes.
how about blood? Of course, of course. Well, we know blood is thicker than water.
I don't drink water. It's bad for you.
You should know. Opposite. The opposite is true.
No, you have to imbue it with crystal energy, otherwise it's very bad for you.
Absolutely not. No.
Yes? Would you like some? And
No.
pulls out like a little vial with like a pink rock in the bottom. Yes, very good for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, it's just £2.
Whoa.
I can't believe it weighs 2 pounds. That's
no,
interesting. I take
pounds.
it.
Pounds are still no. That's not no. Excuse you. Excuse me. No, it's worth £2. I can't
Interesting.
just.
I'm okay. Thank you so much, though.
Oh, okay, fine.
There's
for
definitely
you,
a slight click as I just take a picture of these two with things like, oh, sorry, just for our scrapbook. My name's Phyllis. Call me Phil.
Okay, I'm Willow. Call me Will, but don't call me Willow, please. It's my name.
All right, Miss Willow, will do.
Yes.
I could
Well,
be
you won't
You're very
know.
tall.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
should
we
say that Liv and Fiona have rolled giant characters.
That's true, yeah.
And me and
The boat
Shamini
is
are
actually
tiny.
leaning a little bit.
Towering ladies.
John turns to you and he says, well, if you manage to get a photograph of one of those mermaids, you make sure I get to see it. I don't think you'll be keeping it.
All right, you're on, John.
The island will show itself soon enough, I'm sure.
Do you do all the trips ferrying people back and forth to the retreat?
For now.
Have you
Used to
been?
be a
Sorry.
fisherman myself, but, well, Captain Bulk keeps a good ship, so... He's a good man.
Yes, I'm sure. Well, Have you been to the retreat yourself? Have you met anyone who works there?
I don't get off the boat at Forfandia.
Oh,
Where
you
do
say
you
that
get
very
off the boat?
dramatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like the island. I feel safer on the boat.
Why?
Superstitious old seaman, that's all.
Oh, yes.
And the story is about Forfandia.
Oh, do tell.
Well, if it's a story you're wanting.
Ethel, story time. Come sit with Mummy.
Oh.
I think at this point you probably realise that Willow is maybe 10, 12 years older than Ethel.
Oh, how
It's not just mermaids on that island. The island itself moves. Goes here and there. You can never catch it. You have to be wily. It's not a normal island.
Sounds like a geological marvel.
Exactly. Or a supernatural one.
I like you, John.
You'll notice when we find it, we'll arrive from the south. Captain avoids the north side because of the sea caves. That's where you'll find the mermaids.
Excellent.
Though I wouldn't go looking for them if I were you.
Ethel, would you like a mermaid, darling? We could go get you a mermaid.
Absolutely, stepmother, darling.
Great.
I lean into Phyllis and I'm just like, these two are fascinating.
It's quite the lack of an age gap, but it could be quite fun. Could maybe, get a couple put to them. Maybe they'll do some money, perhaps.
Maybe. We should keep close to them. I feel as though it might be quite an interesting journey with them on our side.
I'll be with it. If I may, Bosun John, what are the mermaids? You say that they, lure people to their deaths and stuff like that. How can you be sure that they're on the island, other than this tale from over 200 years ago?
Johan, who's works on the ship. I don't know if you met him. The first mate, Gustafsson, his surname.
What's your surname? You haven't said.
That's for me to know, and you to mind your
Take
business
later?
about.
No, okay, sorry. No, of course not.
Johan's father, he's been at sea. He was at sea for a long time, dead now, but he had some stories about things he'd seen in the ocean. And Johan was the one who told me his father's tale about the Dutch whalers on Forvandi. They, one of them, the captain, Vermeulen his name was, went mad, stark mad one night. Heard this singing that wouldn't cease. And so he took up an hatchet and he cut all of his fellows down, buried them in the ice. And now they haunt the place. Because he didn't want them to go to the mermaids, you see. They wanted to go and get in the water. But the water is freezing. It'd kill you in 10 minutes or less. And so he chopped them up, buried them in the ice, and then stayed there, raving mad, living off whatever birds' eggs he could manage to scrape from the cliffs, eating the moss. And who knows, perhaps he's still there.
Eating the moss? How dreadful.
Sounds
You're
delicious.
saying is this captain, to prevent his men going to his death, doing their deaths into the water, he killed them all, so they went to their deaths, and then also in ice as well. So it was kind of the same thing.
He wasn't in his right mind, you see.
Right. Yeah, I see.
Better to die by a human hand than fall into the clutches of something sinister and evil, wicked.
Can one really bury someone in the ice?
If you bury someone in the ice on Forvandi, well, they'll be preserved for a very long time.
But I'm sure you take very good care of all your passengers on the way out and the way back. So if any of us are missing on the way back, you would notice. Don't leave us behind in the ice, please.
At that point, the captain comes out on the top deck and says, John, ring the bell. It's nearly time. And he nods, gives you a look, and walks over and rings the bell. Ka-dang, ka-dang. And it's a sign to get below decks or whatever. But you can give me a psychology roll on him. All of you can, actually, if you listen, if you heard that question.
Do I have psychology? I do have a bit of psychology. It's doable.
Bitch.
It's work.
luck.
It could happen.
It could.
It happened.
Oh,
It
no.
didn't happen. I
Oh,
failed.
no. Mine's not going to happen either.
I got a
absolutely
regular
not.
success.
I got a hard success.
Ooh.
Oh.
The Marlington
Gwendoline.
Smythes. I was waving.
Well, Phyllis and Sloane, you're women of a certain age, right?
Excuse you.
57. Back.
Oh right. You've travelled and you're experienced with the subtler interpersonal dynamics of the world. Yes, there was something unnerving about the way he didn't answer that freely enough. He didn't. Well, I mean, he didn't answer at all. But it should be an easy thing to reassure a young lady that everything's going to be all right about returning from the island. There was a hesitation that you think maybe he's got another story to tell there, but he was saved by the bell. So yes, the bell rings. So it's kind of a sign to go down below decks. The sun set, the last rays of the sun fizzle out, and the temperature drops very dramatically. Darkness settles, a really pitch darkness, even with the few lights on the ship. Is there anything you want to do before you turn into your berths?
I think that I will just kind of say I want to catch one last look at the horizon before everyone goes off. So I'll be like, Phyllis, I'll be with you shortly. Just myself and Max, we would like to take it in a bit more, but I'll be in soon.
All right. And yeah, I'll go down below deck. I've done my photos for today.
As Phyllis moves away, Willow will go up to Sloane and sort of pull out the little jar with the crystal and the water again and go, now look, I'm only doing it because I think we could be really good friends, but you can have a free sample of this. And then if you want more, you know who to talk to.
So what are the properties of the water?
It's crystal water.
Yes,
Yes.
I see.
So it's good for you. It cleanses your auras and your chakras and things.
So now, as you can understand, of course that would be helpful. But as we're going to this healing retreat, I don't want to imbibe anything that might interfere
it will
with the
only
process.
help. No, I'm pretty sure it will help.
Okay, wonderful. Okay.
It's for free. It's for you. It's fine.
Okay.
You just call
Nothing
Willow
is-
Marlington Smythe. I remember my last name really easily.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
We were married for 2 years actually, so it was a
Wow.
lot.
is that a record or?
Oh, he's only my second husband.
Oh, what happened to you first?
He died.
How? If you don't mind my asking.
How?
Yeah.
Death. It's very bad. He kept drinking the bad water, you see.
Oh, I see.
Mm,
This water?
No, the bad water. No,
Oh.
the bad water, the real water, the regular water, without the
real water.
crystals.
The real water. Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Well, you see, because you know. Okay. Well, I see you're a woman of science, so I'll explain it to you. So
Not at all, but okay.
The sea has a lot of salt in and crystals. It's natural. It's good for you. It's wonderful. When they take that out, what are they taking out? Why are they taking out all the salts? It's big water. You see, they're coming for you, and that puts them back in. It's very healthy. Very good for you.
You are so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
But if you need
And I
more, you just
think-
call me. I can probably do you a deal for only £1.50. Or £1.50. I don't know what money is really, but anyway, goodbye.
Not too much of it. You have so much of you don't know. I think that because Willow is still there, I think you do catch Sloane kind of like cough into her hand a little bit. And I think you might notice that there's like a little speckle of something on her hand that she quickly tries to hide from view.
Well, it doesn't say anything, but continues to swan away. Ethel, should we go to bed, darling?
Absolutely, stepmother, darling, dearest.
Mother, you can just say mummy.
Oh, I forgot again.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
wow, that is such a strange relationship. Come along, baby, I say to my monkey, and we.
We're all going to die.
Except for the monkey.
Well, seeing as Sloane is the last one to go below decks, do you want to give me a spot hidden roll?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okie dokie.
Get a bonus die because your monkey is helping. I don't think so.
No.
Are you saying the monkey doesn't help?
It's true. All situations are improved by having a monkey with you. I'm wrong. I should have had that.
No, it's quite all right. Yeah, no, that's a big fail. I needed to get 25, and I got 86.
Well, you're welcome to push it or spend the luck. You want to,
Oh no!
but you don't have to.
I'll push it. Fuck it.
Push it.
Push it.
How are you pushing this roll? You're sort of walking across the deck. It's dark now. It's harder to see, and the water's so choppy. The deck does list constantly. There's constant creaking and water just occasionally over the side.
I think I push it by. I think it's getting somehow even colder, and I think I should really go in. But I kind of see something in the distance, but I kind of, stay out a little bit too long.
Okay, nice.
I believe that's a fumble.
God.
A fumble on a pushed roll, Liv. Oh,
It's a 99.
Oh my god.
Dom, for people, we haven't ever played this on our channel before, and for people who aren't me, who always remember all the rules of Cthulhu, and Shamini's never played, so can you just remind me what push and fumble and everything is?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you fail a roll, you've got a choice. You can either accept the failure, you can spend luck to make up the difference, if you've got enough luck and if you're willing to spend that amount, or you can push the roll if you come up with a way of doing it more, ideally something that adds a little bit of danger or a bit of risk in there, and then you can roll again. But if you fail a pushed roll, something bad happens.
And if you were to fumble,
a
and if
push
you were
roll,
to-
say.
That's going to be bad as well. And a fumble is 100 most of the time. If the number you're trying to roll under is below 50,
yeah,
you fumble on a 96.
that's
or
what I
above.
always forget. Okay, I'm going to write that down on my notes.
That's the slightly
96 for below
tricky
50.
finicky rule
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so that was
So
indeed
if-
a fumble.
So if you have to get if you've got a skill of 50, but you need a hard success to pass, then that also counts. So it's not even your skill level; it's the number you're trying to roll that matters.
Yeah.
A critical's 1, an extreme is a 5th, a hard is half, a regular success is your normal skill level.
It all sounds like a lot, but actually with the sheets, it's actually
It actually
relatively
makes sense
simple.
when you see it written down.
Yeah.
It's just percentages. It's just percentages. So Liv, you fumbled that, did you?
Yep.
Okay.
No,
All
we
right.
did say the monkey has plot armor. We did say that. We did say it.
Yes.
Yes.
You're over
Yeah.
the boat though.
Yeah. So you might want to roll up some stats for the monkey, because you'll be playing the monkey for the rest of the night.
I would love that. Thank you.
So maybe the monkey squawks a little bit and then goes quiet, and you think you hear something, and maybe you walk to the edge of coming from the sea, this singing in a language you don't understand, and it's just pitch dark out there, but it sounds like it's getting closer, and it's very beautiful. Maybe some kind of maybe it's Swedish or Norwegian or Icelandic, it's got that kind of quality to it, but it's just drifting across the sea, and you think of those mermaids, and you see something move under the water, this very pale shape. Maybe I mean, there's whales, there's all kinds of whales in the Greenland Sea, and there are what are those white ones called?
Narwhals. Narwhals?
Narwhals.
Oh no, manatees.
the ones that-
Manatees.
What are the whales with the really?
Oh, the whale.
They've got really
beluga.
round...
Beluga.
Beluga. There's lots
Yeah.
of beluga whales, but it's bigger than a beluga whale because belugas are quite small. This is more like it'd be like the size of a like a humpback whale, but completely white, like Moby Dick, just under the ship. If you only catch a flash and you're not even sure if that's what you saw, it could have been the moon, but then of course there is no moon. The clouds are really thick, and you're looking around. First of all, can I have a sanity roll for the mermaid thoughts?
Yeah, the thoughts of the mermaid. Sure. Oh my. Yeah. No. That. So rolling under again.
Mhm.
It's cool. Yeah, I did it. 43, and I have 65 sanity.
So you don't lose any sanity, but you maybe suddenly feel a little bit lightheaded, and then you can't hear the singing anymore. But then you see a figure, and it's the guy who you picked up in the Faroe Islands, whose name the motorbike going past outside.
You didn't give us a name, to be fair.
Yes, you may not have learned his name, but irrespective, you know that he's Scandinavian of some description. You might have heard him referred to as Magnusson, but he is very pale, and he has been for like a couple of weeks. And you assumed it was seasickness maybe, and he's kept to himself, and he's very thin, and always shivering, and he's got these deep set eyes, red rimmed eyes, and he is currently stood on the guardrail with his arms outstretched. And then he turns to you and smiles, and he just says, can you hear the singing? It's time.
No,
and he
no,
leaps
no,
into the sea.
Not time, Magnus.
You hear the splash in the darkness. What do you do?
We've all gone, Sloane, so
They're all in
up to you.
Sloane, more
Fix
like
it,
alone.
Sloane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think she lets out like a scream. That's the first port of call. And she like clutches her monkey Maximilian, and she kind of like stumbles back and like kind of hits the wall and kind of like starts clawing for a door, trying to like find a way in, but like is just her eyes are locked on where he was. And she eventually like finds a handle perhaps and like lets herself in.
I hate to do this because this is it's really unfair to do them so close together, but that is another. I think it's another sanity roll.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you did just
Absolutely
watch
a
someone
sanity
just
roll.
leap into the sea.
And
What we do with our guests, right? They
Hey, it's guest on guest violence, so it's
Yeah, I
fine.
know,
Like,
yeah.
we're not doing it.
Guest
Like,
violence. It's psychological violence.
that's fine.
I love it. I pass. I got a 49 and I have 65.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
Let me
Somehow.
check what the rules say there.
What do you mean? It's all fine.
It's all fine.
Lucy.
No sand loss there. No sand loss.
We're all
But
saying
as
it's
you-
all fine.
It's all fine.
And
Everyone's fine.
Keep saying it's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
It's all fine. And I think your involuntary action there is you can't quite get it's got the doors have got those little twisty things on. You can't get it to go, and suddenly you realise this rising panic. Like I'm trapped on decks. They've forgotten about me, and then the door opens, and Patrick Keelty, who is the one of the able seamen, the official title, he's suddenly there, and he goes, "Are you all right there? Man, did you get trapped on the deck?"
And I don't. A man. He jumped over the edge. He jumped.
What?
Man overboard. That's the thing. Man
overboard. And he runs to the bell and he starts hammering it. He goes, "You should get below decks. Get below decks. I'll get the captain." Ding, ling, ling, ling. And you hear him calling behind you, "Man overboard."
I start like calling for Phyllis. I think just Philly. Hello.
Yep. I come out of our room. It's like, what's going on? I heard a scream. Was that you, my love?
There was a man. I heard some singing, some noise, and then the man who came from the Faroe
You're
Isles.
freezing. You're freezing. Come in here. Come on. Come on. Throw you in. Yeah,
Okay.
You're all right. Look.
Okay.
Hold your hands up.
Okay. Thank you. Maximilian goes.
I also hiss at him as well. Yeah.
Oh, please! Oh, don't fight. A man jumped over the edge of the boat.
What? A man? Oh, what? A passenger or another one of the crew? It wasn't the bosun, was it?
No, we picked him up from the Faroe Isles.
Oh yeah. Weird sort of weed of a chap. Yeah.
You can probably all hear the commotion now anyway, but these below decks on the sort of passenger side of things, it's really narrow, cramped little berths and little whatever you call them, passageways, gangways, yeah, because most of the ship is sort of cargo. There's only a few passengers, and you can hear this ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, man overboard, and people are suddenly another seaman runs. He pushes past you two as you're having this intimate moment, and you hear him say, "What happened? What happened?"
A man jumped over the edge. He said that something about the time being now or soon, and then he jumped.
He runs past you and up the steps onto the deck. Yes. What do you all want to do?
I said I will usher Sloan back in. I said, "Oh, you're quite the fright, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Look, I can go and have a check outside, but let's just keep you and Max warm, and just it's quite a shock, And I was just spend a couple of minutes just fussing essentially over lights go out.
Turning the lights off in the room, yeah.
Just because I can see because I've been her companion for a little while, and I can see it's she's quite shocked, and I literally left her for a couple of minutes, and now there's something quite frightening about it. And yeah, we didn't interact with this particular gentleman other than from what I vaguely remember of him. So I think if anything, I'll just make sure that she's okay for the moment and see what everyone else does.
Hearing the commotion, I assume me and Ethel have separate rooms because we wouldn't have the same room. We've got lots of money, so it's fine. It's my treat. You can have another room. So I'll knock on her door. Ethel, are you okay? Ethel, open the door to Mummy!
Opens the door.
Oh my goodness! And just pull her in, scarves everywhere. Are you okay? Are you all right?
What is going on?
Oh, I think someone's jumped over.
Someone's jumped over?
Yes.
Why would someone jump over?
It's probably the mermaids, darling. John told us about it.
Of course, that was probably it, but we should go and check, and I'm going to
I
try.
don't think we should go out.
push
No, I think
past.
you should. No, darling. And I will follow her.
And so on your way out, you end up in the same gangway as each other. So you're all there as you're going down this gangway.
Oh, the tall ladies. Hello.
The tall ladies.
Yeah, I'm panting, hyperventilating.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong? Oh, your aura, darling.
She got a bit of a shock. Someone's gone overboard, and then Sweet Sloan saw it there. So just making sure she's all right. No more sort of stuff like that. The captain and that lot are looking after it just now. So
Right.
A door opens and the man Tremblay comes out. He's in even at night now. He's wearing this nice suit, and he's smoking. And he steps out and he says, "Is there trouble?" He's sort of a bit half dressed. He hasn't got his tie on or whatever. He says, "Terribly sorry, I couldn't help it over here. Some commotion. Chap overboard or something."
Indeed.
yeah.
Yes, I think someone's dead.
Good Lord.
We don't know he's dead.
No?
Well, he will be if they don't get him out of the water pretty sharpish.
Well, shouldn't we go and help? They might need some sort of assistance.
You ladies stay here. I'll take care of this.
I bodily block him.
I think Willow shares a look with Willow shares a look with Ethel that is actually for the first time oh, absolutely not. Yes, we will go. And you know what, Ethel? I think your days at your prep school will be useful for this. You did life-saving stuff, right?
Thank you, I did. I've done several first aid courses, absolutely, and a lot of research into all sorts of things.
Great. Well, you'll probably be more use than you, excuse me, sir. And we'll be like, ladies, shall we? And we'll...
Even though I'm completely shaken, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as we're all turning to go, I sort of look at this gentleman, I'm like, well, what kind of gentleman doesn't wear a tie? And then just turn around and go.
I'm like, oh, you are bad.
I admit that was on the spot a little bit, but normally I've got some good one-liners as you know.
Very
so
good,
Anyway.
quippy. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I love
As you get to the end of the gangway where the steps go up, another door opens and it's Evelyn the artist, and she comes out. She says, "Oh, yeah, I couldn't help but overhear some commotion.
Yes.
Is there trouble? Have we arrived at the island?
Yes, someone's died, I think, Evelyn.
Oh dear."
We don't know that they
Yes.
have died. We don't know that.
We're not sure, but probably jumped in the water.
Oh dear. Well,
You know what you should do, Evelyn? You should take another one of these, and she'll pull out another vial with a crystal in. And she goes, I'll put it on your tab for when we get to the other end, okay?
thank you so
Okay, you just look after yourself, Evelyn. Go on, back in you go.
Oh, very good.
Go have a little sleep. Okay, goodbye.
As you're closest, Emily, can you give me a spot hidden as you bundle her back into
Oh,
her room?
no!
Stuffing her back into the thing.
Evelyn.
She's actually having tea with Cthulhu. That's what.
Yes, 40, that's a success. Just a regular success.
Because she's in her sort of night shift, you haven't seen her dressed like this before. She normally, she's not quite reserved, and no ankles showing, no wrists, anything like that.
Of course.
But now you can see her arms, and you realise she's covered in lots of small cuts. Some of them look quite deep, and some of them have scarred over, and some of them are quite intricate, almost as if it's like trying to be a pattern.
Like a rune, Don, might you say?
Like a rune.
One might say a rune. Okay.
You might say a rune if that's what
Oh.
if that's what occurs to you. Then yes.
Evelyn, yes, Evelyn. Do you want some help getting back into bed, darling? Can I help you?
No, dear. Getting in is the easy part. It's getting out that's the trouble.
Yes. Well, don't die until you've paid your tab. Okay.
Oh, once we get to Horvandy, we'll never die, dear. We'll never die. Mr. Morden will keep us alive forever.
Evelyn, you haven't said that name before. Who's Mr. Morden?
Oh, he's the man who runs the retreat, dear.
Yes. Of
He is
course.
the guru. He's a wonderful healer.
Yes.
Very impressive. I met him when he was in Cambridge, very briefly, and the things he showed me. Oh, it was inspirational. I've been waiting many years to get to Horvandy, and just in the nick of time, I think.
Yes, I think so too. Okay, so you've met him before. Is he? He just did some healing on you?
Oh,
Healing?
yes. He touched me, and I felt an energy pass into me that has sustained me this entire time since I last saw him. I'm quite firm in the belief that had he not laid his hands upon me, he would not have touched my soul in the way he did, and I would already be dead, dear.
Yes, I fully believe it. I've heard wonderful things.
He told me this was just the beginning, that there were wonders that he would show me, and, well, I when you get to my age, dear, you take every chance you can get, because the downside is not so bad as the worst thing. They tend to be the same, so...
Yes, well, I'm not anywhere near as old as you yet, so I think we're okay. But did he just touch you with hands, or maybe with some knives or swords?
With his hands, dear. He
Yes.
put his hands upon my forehead and my arms, and he meditated with me, I suppose is the word.
And when you woke up, you had some new
I wasn't
accoutrements on your arms.
accoutrement.
Just a little. I just couldn't help but notice your scars,
Oh,
darling.
yeah. Oh, that's me. I'm clumsy, you see. My eyesight isn't what it was, but Mr. Morton assures me that will change as well once I have achieved the full transition into being elevated, as we all will be.
Yes, no, I can't wait. Okay, great. Okay, well, good night, Evelyn. Don't jump in the ocean.
Good night, dear.
Okay, bye
I
bye.
hope you find the man.
Yes. Oh, me too. Ethel? We're not to talk to Evelyn anymore? Okay.
Yeah, I guess we all sort of head out then.
Yeah. So you all end up on the deck, and it's a bit chaotic on deck. All the crew have been roused. They are pacing up and down the deck. The bell is still ringing. The wind has picked up, and the sea is like breaking over the ship every now and again. But they're searching. They've got lanterns, bullseye lanterns, so they can scour the waves. The captain is stood in the middle of decks, talking to a couple of the officers, and as you come onto deck, he turns around. He's got a thick black moustache. He's maybe in his 40s, and he's got he looks a bit like Captain Birdseye. He's got the reefer jacket and and a little cap, and he sees you and he comes over and he says, ladies, I understand one of you saw him jump.
Yes, I did.
Who was it?
Magnuson, I believe. Was it?
Magnuson. Oh,
I believe so.
I knew we should not have picked him up. I knew something was not right. We should not have picked him up. And he turns on one of the on the first mate, and they start speaking in, you assume, Norwegian. And then he turns back to you and he says, forgive me, you do not have to stay on the deck. Please feel free to get some rest. We will try our best to find him, and if we do, we will hopefully he will still be.
My Ethel has first aid training.
I do. And biology and a little smattering of physics. I believe the colours that detenuated through the water could be very significant for your search.
I see. Right. Well, if we need to call upon your expertise, we will. Yes, but you should rest. We will be in Fort Vandy in the next few days. You will need your rest, I'm sure.
John, can I attempt to recreate the kind of singing I heard? Not actually singing it, but like the words I heard.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And see if it sparks anything in the captain.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great. I suppose this would be
Singing check on here, yeah.
yeah. Oh, if you've got singing, you can definitely
Yeah.
roll singing.
Is singing a thing?
Yeah,
If you
it'd be
took
no,
an
no,
art and craft, yeah.
Singing.
Yeah.
What? Let me have a look what
Maybe
you've got.
maybe history.
Listen? No.
Listen.
Yeah.
Or you could just give me an intelligence roll. To be honest,
Okay, that
to
makes more
remember what
sense.
you heard. Yeah.
Whoop. Oh, just about. I got a 71 and I have 75.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay. Remember those words.
Yeah, you try and imitate the words, and I think he looks at you like you're mad because you're just suddenly spontaneously singing, and then he says, "What is that? Icelandic?"
Perhaps I heard it on the water
What?
before.
His face sort of darkens, and he says, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry, my English is not.
But your Icelandic seems to be functioning just right.
We must find this man. Was it the man who was singing?
You know
Sometimes
it
people
wasn't.
get cabin fever, especially after 3 weeks. I've seen this before many times.
Captain, if you decide you want to have a in-depth conversation about this, you can find us in our cabin.
I see. Well, and then as you walk away, I think he reaches out and touches you, and he says, "It was him that was singing, yes?"
No.
And he turns away. He just sort of nods to himself, looks incredibly worried, and turns away.
I'm just going to have a quick look, stepmother, because I really do have very keen eyesight.
Oh, okay, well, the captain says we should go back into our rooms, but...
I would hate to think that they weren't able to see something that my young eyes could.
Yes, you are so young, aren't you? Yes, that's fine. Yes, go ahead, have a look. But I will stay right behind her the whole time.
I see nothing.
Young eyes, you say.
Nor do I have any points in it, but hey.
How are your young
Ethel thinks
eyes
she's
doing,
great.
Ethel?
Well, it's very, very difficult conditions out here. But gosh, it just is awful, isn't it?
It's very sad, yes. It's always sad when people die, Ethel.
Some people aren't really cut out for the sort of
Well,
adventure.
Oh,
you know?
yes, adventure. Yes, I agree.
Remind me what you rolled just now. What
I
did you
rolled
get?
a 33.
On a.
I presume on a
Spot hidden?
spot hidden, yeah.
Yeah, so 25.
Oh, you've just got the base, right?
Yeah, I have nothing. I put nothing in that.
It's all in library use.
Yeah, of course.
Library
She's
use.
ready for the books.
If those mermaids pop up in the library, they're fucked.
We've got them.
It's short-sighted. If Son and I are going back to our cabins, I probably would turn to her and be like, look, I'll get some cocoa, it'll be all fine. Just you go rest in there, and then I'll go, and I want to try and find Magnuson's cabin and see if I can get into it.
Yes, Phil.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, I think you've been on the boat long enough that you're very familiar with all the rooms. So, I mean, you might not have been in there, but you know where it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
yeah.
it is unlocked.
Oh, score 1 for Phil. I go.
I love Phil.
So you creep in. Yes. Oh my goodness. What do you find? Let's see.
All the answers.
All the answers.
Come on, Dom. Spill
All
the
the
beans.
The door's unlocked. So...
You find beans. Cans and
Oh,
cans of beans.
no.
All spilled.
Ew.
So, yeah. Ooh, how to do this? What do you want to look at? The room is exactly like yours. It's a tiny, tiny berth. There's a small pothole. There's
Pothole.
porthole. Sorry.
Oh no!
There's a small pothole
Bit of a
in the
leak.
floor.
But
It's filling up with water. There's a sort of pull down writing desk and a little camp bed that is a fold down. It all folds back up, but it's all folded out. The bed is a mess, and there's all sorts of papers and books on the little writing bureau.
Yeah. I think Phil will be looking for any correspondence, any diary or anything like that. Specifically, anything to do with the retreat. With the mention of, is it Mr. Morden? The name I call. Yeah, I'm looking for anything to do with that specifically.
All right. Yes. Well, you find that he has a where is it? There is a letter which catches your eye, and it seems to be a letter from a man called Gunda. What's his surname? I always do this.
Gunda, what is surname?
For people who are watching, who are familiar with my other work, this is the bit you don't see, where I go, hang on, what's his name? 'Cause this is the thing I'm worst at, is remembering NPCs' names.
It's all good.
Gunda...
He'd be Gunda Smith by now for me.
Yeah.
yeah.
He'd be good. Good the microphone.
My
if it's
brain won't let me
Fiona's
do that, though.
jamming.
Yeah. There's a
If I'd
candle.
nev-
Gunda candle. Yeah.
Gunda spoon. Yeah.
If I'd never given him a name, my brain would let me do that. But because I have given him a name, my brain's like,
no.
you can't just
So
make one up
find it.
now. You already
Yeah.
made one up in the past.
You know it's there somewhere. Yeah.
And also, if I make a new name up now, I'll then be like, well,
Which
hang
one
on,
did
who
I
the hell is it?
There are two
Have I made two
Gundas.
Gundas?
No, the other Gunda. Yeah.
That Gunther was my father.
So yes, Gunda Elvarsson. Gunda Elvarsson.
Good name.
good name. Yeah, it was worth looking
It
up.
was worth the look
It's a
for
good
it.
name.
Yeah.
Gunda has clearly written to this man whose name you now know is
Whoa, you did
back
this
up,
yourself.
scroll back up. Whose name you now know is Christian Magnusson. Unfortunately, it is written in Norwegian.
Right.
But
Put points in Norwegian, Phyllis.
Look,
You wouldn't?
weirdly, I didn't even think going north would be here. I've got Latin, so I just thought that might be useful. So no.
It's at the base of every language.
The base of every language is one as well, though. So
it is. And also, I'm going to use the rule that if you've got 50% in more than 50% in a language, you get 10% on every other language in that family.
That's nice.
But is Norwegian?
Is it a Latin language?
Don't think it
Oh,
is.
Norwegian's Germanic, and you've got more than 50 in English, which is also Germanic. So you can have 10% in Norwegian.
All right.
Let's go,
Oh,
Phyllis.
I'll be like, all right, I remember.
Got this.
Or-
You got this, babe.
10% chance of just working it out.
not with that 88, I won't. I mean, I don't know if there'll be... it's all bit of gobbledygook. I won't push it because I might get a paper cut, knowing me. So I'll take
That would be the
letter.
worst.
Yes, that's the worst that can happen. I'll take the letter and put it in my pocket for now, so I've got it. And see if I can find someone else to look at it later. But yeah.
There's also a book here that is bound in leather. It doesn't have a front piece. It's just a plain leather book. But it is it's not a diary.
Oh.
Clearly, as soon as you open it, you realise it's a proper manuscript, a sort of folio or whatever. But as you touch it, there's something about it that it feels. It feels somehow sticky.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's lonely at sea. No.
Oh no, Tom! All those seamen.
We were all thinking it.
We're all thinking it.
The fact I didn't make a seaman joke earlier on, I'd
Oh,
like
I'm
a really
emulated.
big gold star
I'm
for
proud
that.
of you.
Yeah,
Because I
Incredible
really had to try to not.
Restraint.
And Dom said it twice.
Yeah, we're really impressed.
Thank you.
No, it is sticky, but all over, and kind of just the leather of it has that kind of stick that sometimes leather has.
Is it also written in Norwegian, or is it? Can I have a read of it?
It'll take you a while to get through it because as you flick through it, you realise it's in a multitude of different languages. There is some English in there, and it seems like pieces have been, bound in together. It's all a mishmash, and some of it's diagrams and pictures and all kinds of things. Some of it's handwritten by the looks of it. So it'll take you a while you'd have to commit a bit of time to read it, basically.
Yeah, I sort of have it in my hand and I go, oh, well, I do know one young lady who has put a lot of points into library use, and I'll take that with me, and I'll head back to our cabins at least. So, yeah,
I tell you what,
I'll take
before you
both of
go,
Yeah.
you can give me a spot hidden roll as well. Actually.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. All right. My spot hidden's not too bad. It's 50. I can go either way.
Good.
Oh, that is an 18. So that is a hard success.
As you're leaving, the bed is unmade, and your eye is drawn suddenly because you realise there's a shape in the bed, like an indent you'd get in a cheap mattress, but it's more like a sort of shadow, and because for a second you think someone's lying there. Out the corner of your eye, it looks like someone's lying in the bed, but then you realise no, it's a shadow. As you get closer, you realise no, it's a stain.
Oh.
It's a human-shaped stain.
Well, it wasn't well. Sure. I touch it.
Oh, it's
See.
also
Sticky.
it's also sticky.
Everything's
yeah.
sticky.
Oh. I'm like, ugh. Wipe it on a sleeve and stuff like that. Clearly an unwell man. All right. And then yeah, I'll leave detour with Coco and then come back to Sloane.
Yes.
How are you? Thank you.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it took a while to get to go because they're busy trying to find the person.
Any luck at all, or?
Well, how good is your Norwegian? Don't worry. It's a test. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I failed, but why do you ask?
All right. Now I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say I'm a big busybody, all that sort of thing. And I'll bring out the letter, and I'll be like, well, I went to have a look at his room. I know, but I just wanted to see. Yeah. So, what do you think of that? And I'll explain the bits I got from the letter, but obviously I can't. Yeah, I can't read it, so I'll be like.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I'm honestly impressed, but I will look through the book. Have a little
Damn it, you
look.
saw the book. I was like, yep, there's the book. You see right through me. I know. Careful, the cover's a bit sticky. I don't know.
When I see it, apologies for just taking the book from you. I thought you.
No.
were offering it.
I like the idea you see right through my character all the time. So
Okay,
I'm happy.
cool.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Me and Maximilian look through the book.
Oh, not the monkey.
So you're
He's
committing a bit of
very-
time to doing that, maybe. So let's have a. Well, you probably won't get everything in the initial reading because it's not all in English. But you could give me an English roll
Sure.
for what is in English.
I love that English is a like a skill. Just how can you speak your language? It's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Language. Oh, so I believe that's five? No. Wait, English. Where would I find that? Apologies.
Oh, it's under L for language.
It just says language own. If you
Language
haven't
own.
filled it in, it'll
Oh,
be your
yeah,
intelligence score.
Education,
it's
sorry.
Education.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah.
education. Okay, cool. That makes more sense then. Great. Okay, that's cool. Let's go with that. Ooh. Okay, just above a fifth, but it's a hard success.
Nice.
Look, he's going to
that's
read from
loud.
the book. He's going to read from the real book.
Gonna check something.
Oh
Um,
god. Oh no.
Just make
Is this
sure.
one of the rolls that you shouldn't make, Dom
Yeah, I
Pat?
was gonna say I feel great.
Would someone like some more sanity roll?
Doesn't matter if I do. Sloane's not good, very bad day.
Sloan is having a rough time. You keep seeing things and reading things,
Yeah.
and no one else can
Reading a
see or
horrible
read anything.
No.
Now I know why the advice for Call of Cthulhu was don't spot hidden.
Don't
Yeah,
Be bad at
be
it.
bad
Don't
at spot hidden.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
They're not
I
good
saw-
things.
If you
All I saw
can't
was a
see them,
stain.
you're fine.
They can't hurt you. Yeah.
That's what I
Saw a
always say.
stain, touch
What
the
you
stain.
don't
What else could you
notice.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the flickering on my camera is obviously the ambiance because it's really spooky.
Yes, it's
It
the
is,
candles.
isn't it? It's a little
yes.
bit like it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Something is coming.
It's not
It's
just
in
because
your
this
flat,
is
though.
a new.
You
setup.
blink. And you're like, was there a face in the no, I imagined it.
It's
We just
just
need some
Chloe,
audio
my
now
fiance,
where it's
like,
gonna be
"Oh."
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio glitch.
Book in here.
But yeah,
I'm
it is
sure it's the
new,
right
a
one.
new setup, and it's temperamental, let's say.
Hey, it's all good.
You are glowing though.
Alien
Yes,
interference.
Oh yeah, great.
Wait, what?
Um,
What did you mumble?
Alien interference is what you mumbled.
I see. I see. Okay.
doo-doo-doo-doo. I meant your camera, not the book. don't
Oh,
Yes,
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 yes.
of course, of course.
worry. Okay, so yes, you gain reading it. You get this unpleasant feeling that this book is pretty weird. It keeps talking about there's lots of stuff about things being trapped in the ice for a long time, there's also stuff about things coming from the stars. It might be really far-fetched. So I'll give you the choice. Reading this stuff, do you believe it's true, or do you dismiss it as fantasy?
Now, with everything we've seen so far, specifically the stuff that's happened to Sloane,
Yeah.
it feels like she should believe it, but perhaps she's in the place right now where she's like, I can't take this in. I'm going to
Yeah.
just pretend it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. He says that's fine. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You can choose not to believe things until you see something for real. So if you're learning about something theoretically, you can just ignore it.
Sure.
But if you see something that confirms this, you'll lose the sanity you would have lost now, and you won't gain the Cthulhu Mythos until you. I think that's how it works. Maybe
Yeah,
you gain the
I see.
Cthulhu Mythos. Anyway.
I like
If
that.
you
That's
did get
what you were checking.
if you get the Cthulhu Mythos, it'd be 4 points. So you might want to put that in brackets, and we can check in a bit. Yes, and I'll keep a note of what you would have lost sanity-wise.
I will say, Liv, that feels good, like big swing one-shot wise, like to like hold off until suddenly it's just like bang.
And now I believe.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's just jibber jabber. No, it's fine.
It's real. Silent Green is people.
Just drink your cool. Yeah.
The Earth was flat
All along.
all along.
The crystal water is real.
The crystal water is real, darling.
Everyone on Twitter was right.
No, never.
No.
1920s Twitter.
1920s. It's just a bird in a tree shouting out
Yeah.
Nazi stuff.
Yeah. Classic.
Yes,
Stop
you
that
read this.
bird.
You read this. You're reading this disturbing book. What's everyone else doing?
Ethel, are you quite done? Do you want to go back inside now, darling? If you're talking, Ethel, I can't quite hear you over the sea.
The sea.
Don't miss it.
The sea is loud, and it's awfully cold. And obviously, I'm pretty tough, but I worry for you. Let's go back down.
Oh, you don't have to worry about. Okay, yes, fine, sure, yes, darling. And Willow will go back to her room, and get out a notebook. And I think in this notebook there are lots of writings. It's almost a diary, but there are some drawings of certain runes and symbols. And I'd like to go through, and if you'll let me, use occult to see if I recognised anything on Evelyn. Please.
Yes. I'll need a hard success.
I've got 60 in it.
Okay.
You've got 1 in 3.
I failed. I'll.
Oh, it's a one shot. It's a one.
Bend that look.
I'll push it, and I will push it by. How would Willow push it? I think she will sort of like close her eyes and really focus in on as she was like leading Evelyn, like trying to push Evelyn back to bed, like how she felt the like ridges of it on her fingers, and she'll sort of run her hands over the pages of the book and try and sort of almost sense where she should be looking in her notes. He's nodding. I'm taking that as
Sorry, I missed which book is it? What book is it?
my little notebook. A little notebook
just your
she
little note.
has.
Yeah, not our book.
It
no.
doesn't
No,
matter. She failed again.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no. Too tired.
Too tired.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's dinner time, I'm sure.
I think probably what's happened is you've been trying to trace maybe on your own arm with your pen.
Yes.
You thought the lid was on, and you've been tracing what you think the pattern was, and you haven't really been concentrating, and you've actually dug quite deep into your arm, and now it's bleeding.
Oh dear. And
So you lose a seems extreme, but you lose a hit point.
great.
Um,
That's fine.
Wow.
Ow. Oh.
it's bleeding quite badly,
silly.
actually.
Oh. She'll take off a scarf and sort of wrap it up and tie it as tight as she can around it.
They'll have like 7 scarves on.
Yeah, she's still got loads. There's at least 12 left.
All right. Yes.
While all the crew are, I imagine, up on deck looking for a man who fell overboard, I would like to take this opportunity to do some casual sneaking. I would like to find a passenger manifest and possibly a log for previous trips.
Okay. So you have to creep your way along to the captain's quarters, I suppose. Not the captain's quarters, but the it would be like the purser's office or something like that. It'd be called something like that. But there's like an administrative area of the ship. So you'd have to cross the deck to get to it, or you go under and through the hold. So those are your options.
I'll go through the hold. It seems warmer. What could possibly go wrong?
Nice. So
What could possibly go wrong?
So going through the hold, I'm not going to ask for any sort of stealth rolls because there's no one down here. It's really gloomy, and there's like a walkway that you can take around the edge of the hold. And there's all your luggage down there, all the stuff you're bringing. But there's also huge crates of stuff. There's, you presume they're bringing supplies to the island as well, and all that sort of stuff, food and winter gear and everything else they might need. But while you're down there, you could give me a spot hidden roll if you want.
Oh, good. I'm terrible at that. Oh, good.
Come on. It's a whole list.
Wait. No, I think that might be good. I've got some zeros on the tens dice. That's good.
Unless
7.
it's another 0, yeah.
No, it's not. No. We're good. 7. That's a success of some kind.
That'll do it. You notice there's a whole set of crates over to one side that have markings on them that catch your eye because it's dynamite.
Oh.
You would say quite a lot of dynamite.
Does not seem like a very safe thing to be travelling with.
No.
Especially when your mother's sprinkling sage and matches around all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Is it safely contained?
It looks professionally done.
Oh good.
But
is it being delivered to someone? Does it have like an address on it?
Yes, yeah. It says for Vandy on it.
Well, that's just the name of the island. Is it like for a person?
As far as you know about the island, what you do know about the island is very small. The only people on there are the people who are the
to be fair, yeah.
retreat.
That's the only thing there. Gosh, is there anything else unusual in this hold?
I don't think so. Just shadows, darkness,
Strange. I shall
the
carry on
creaking
then.
of the ship, and the sound of deep water. And ice, the sound of the ice. You're probably pushing through ice as you go. It's a bit of an ice breaker, the ship. That constant creaking and cracking of ice.
It's very acoustically interesting, I should say, to the hold. And then walk swiftly on.
Clang, 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 clang. Yeah, you make your way up to the, you sneak up into the administrative area. You can hear the sounds of them on the deck. As you sneak, it's dark in here, so you sneak through and you're trying to find the manifests and everything. And you do find a cargo manifest, a passenger manifest, personnel, and what else were you looking for?
No, that was it. Mainly the passenger manifest, but from previous trips as well, rather than just this trip.
Do you have any navigation?
No.
Silly.
Didn't teach
Well,
that at
anything.
school.
It's not a school subject. It was not-
Everyone's got a 10, you know.
Well,
you've
I've got a
yeah,
10.
Yeah.
I have got a 10. That's it.
Okay. Because you also notice there are navigational charts and things obviously laid out and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, but I couldn't find it on the maps. I will have a look and see if I can see like on a map where are we, because it's sort of mystery, wasn't it? Sort of geographical mystery, which is fun.
Yes, that would be a navigation roll.
No, that's not under 10 because that would have been too lucky. No, I don't have that. I will take these books back with me.
Are you going to steal them?
I'm just going to steal them because, ultimately, I'm very rich and I can do whatever I want. So they're mine now.
Wow.
Are you actually rich, Daddy, or does Mummy have your money?
I was until very recently terribly rich.
Fantastic. Okay, so you smuggle these manifests back. Are you going back through the hold, or?
I might. Oh no, I do have my own cabin. Yes, I shall. Yeah, I'm going back through the hold. I shall go back to the cabin. Yes, I don't.
Are you
I was
asking that?
pondering. Well, I was pondering sitting in the hold, but then it's too acoustically interesting. I don't want to.
Too acoustically interesting.
Don't want to.
Although,
though.
actually, before you set off, you probably hear this. The commotion intensifies on deck momentarily, and as you sort of peep out the window, you can see they've all gathered at one side of the ship and are hoisting something. And sure enough, this figure is pulled out of the sea and onto deck, water everywhere, and you realise they must have retrieved Christian Magnuson out of the water.
Right. Well, I better dash off before they come to get the passenger manifest to presumably cross his name off it, but I'm not going to stay and check. I'm off. I'm off.
Like a tally? Yeah, like a.
Yeah.
He's gone, yeah.
Next.
I've got a lot of NPCs to get through.
Next we have Willow.
And you know what? I am going to be a complete bastard. I think I do need, on your way back, a stealth roll.
Do you though? Oh, right. Okay, don't have anything in that either. Good. Not a small subject.
A 20, yeah,
Got
it's
this.
fine.
No, absolutely not.
Remember, you've got
Definitely not.
luck and you can push it as well, remember.
Oh, that's true. Maybe I'll push it
Okay.
because I haven't got.
Chat is encouraging me to be a bastard. So.
Oh, yeah. We didn't invite you here to not be a bastard, Dom. That was,
Luck,
The
you have
clock has
to.
started. Yeah.
Luck, you have to keep your roll, but modify it with luck,
Yes,
right? So
right.
not
You'd have
even
to spend,
close.
doesn't
So
it?
yeah. So
Okay.
I shall try and push
And the
it
difference, yeah.
by. Oh gosh, I don't know any options for.
take your
How
shoes
to-
off so you're not clip-clopping.
Oh, that's a great idea. I should
Yeah.
take my shoes off, and I shall go much more slowly
Oh God.
through. What?
No, I just imagine you just like being crushed by a big bulk of dynamite as we're sort of like
And the ship blows up and that's the end, yeah.
and it's because you didn't have your shoes on. That you
It's
couldn't
'cause
go
of the
quicker.
shoes.
Yeah.
Fun.
How can I get this done in one evening? I'll fill it with dynamite.
I'll put dynamite on the ship.
One of them's
Tom
going to
Allen's
do
dynamite.
Chekhov left this
Yeah.
dynamite here, and I don't know why.
Chekhov's dynamite. Dom,
Chekhov's cargo of explosives.
Dom,
Yes.
just check your Discord for me.
Oh,
But Shamini, carry on with your rolls.
Yeah. Push it. Roll.
Oh right, so what do? I re-roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just
Hopefully
just
it's-
re-roll. I
hopefully
mean,
it's lower.
I'm terrible at this. Why am I re-rolling? Okay. It was not. It was not rolling.
Oh. Yeah, you do get crushed by a.
No
Crush
crushing.
my box.
No.
Something falls on my toe, and my toe
My toe falls off.
really hurts.
yeah. I think you slip. Actually,
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
and you face plant on the floor just as a door opens and the manifests go flying out of your hand and skitter down the thing.
Oh.
And Tremblay is stood in the gangway and he says, "Oh dear, what?" And he's already picking it up and he says, "Ah," and he just gathers them for you and hands them back to you, and he says, "When we get to the island, you and I should talk in private."
Oh, well, I'm not sure that would be entirely proper, Mr. Tremblay.
I understand, but I think we might be able to help each other out. But I'll certainly keep your secret if you'll keep mine. And he goes back into his room. Anyway, they don't come looking for the manifests. They're far too distracted by this this body. And the next day when you come out, the captain makes an announcement that he was recovered and that he is
Fine.
He's
they
okay.
say-
Totally fine.
They say that they're going to deliver him to Morden on the island, and the captain mutters something under his breath when he says it. Yes.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't
Straight in there.
catch it. What you said.
We will hand him over to Morden. He may be able to help him. Certainly we don't have the supplies on ship, and in any case, I think he may be not much longer for this world.
But he is alive currently.
Do you need me to do some of my first aid?
Ethel did a first aid course at school.
I did. Twice.
I think
Once when I was 11.
It's because she failed the
I
first.
said that he could still be
I was
alive. He's
11.
still alive.
you can have a look if you think you can help. And he gestures to his quarters, where this man Magnuson is laid out on the bed. They've dried him off, and you can't quite sure if he's breathing or not. But you can give me a first aid roll if you'd like. They sort of, there's not enough room for everyone, so the captain stays on the deck as you go in.
Willow thinks she's helping, and we'll light
Okay.
some sage and start moving around the room and over the body. And it's to help Ethel. It'll help bring his spirit back if it's gone.
Of course.
Ethel's sort of frantically racking her brains for some helpful first aid. She's like, can't do. He's breathing. I should check his. I've
Check
got
if
nothing
he's alive, darling. Just see
in
if he's
medicine, but
alive.
I'm going to roll it anyway.
Is it first aid? It's probably medicine, isn't
First
it? That
aid.
makes
You
sense.
can do it.
That was very close to a fumble, but it wasn't.
Oh, he's really dead now.
Oh wow!
I wouldn't push that one.
Double tap.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to push that one.
So you check him over, and you're
yes.
pretty sure
Check his
he's
pulse. Does he? Is there
he's
a pulse?
dead. He's dead.
Oh no! Is that
He's very
me?
dead.
Oh no!
I know,
It
darling.
wasn't- it
I don't
wasn't
think
you.
it was you. No, he drowned, darling. He fell off the ship into the cold water, and they're clearly.
Why am I doing first aid on a dead person then?
I don't know, darling. You did the course and you said you could.
But no, I thought he wasn't dead. I thought the captain said he wasn't.
Yes, I just really believed in you, and I thought you were doing really well.
Well, no, yeah, I
Have
believe
another
in
pound. Here you go.
So you what I will say is when you're checking the body, you feel something in his pocket, something hard, and when you take it out, it's a glass vial.
Sorry,
Sorry,
lady.
sorry.
And they were seamen.
It's sticky.
It's a glass. It is sticky. It
No.
is sticky. It is sticky.
It's a stick of dynamite. Isn't it?
Oh.
It's a glass vial, and it has some residue in there of what presumably was a liquid. It's kind of dark, reddish liquid.
Does
Only a
it?
little bit of it.
Can I just check? Does it look like my stepmother's crystal water?
No,
Okay. Just.
it's far too
to check.
viscous for that.
Okay.
It looks like it's something other than
not the
crystal
good
and
water.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to patent that. You've got to.
Okay.
Oh, she has.
Just
Oh, of course.
I think. Do you know what? I'm having a little bit of a crisis here because I did a first aid course and I think he's dead, but I think the captain said he wasn't dead. But this is a very socially awkward situation because what if he wasn't dead and now he is? I don't want to be the one
Okay,
to.
darling, I think
I'm just not going to say anything.
No, I know. It's just where we're going.
Yes.
Some people have some beliefs about what this Mr. Morden man can do, and maybe the captain just thinks that he can bring him back.
Sort of like Jesus.
That's not the word I would use.
Ding, ding,
That's
ding,
not
ding.
the go-to. Okay.
and as you come back out onto
Right.
deck, everyone's
Not
gathered
going
on
to
the
say
deck,
anything. Yeah.
and through the mist, this shape appears of this small volcanic island, and you realise you finally arrived at Forvandi. A little rest.
We'll take. Well, what we'll do is, Shamini, if you need to tend to Nightbot, then
Nightbot went to sleep. Baby Nightbot.
Baby Nightbot went to sleep. Lovely. And
Amazing.
just there was some frantic messages going on
Yeah,
there,
I
chat.
was like,
Apologies.
oh.
But what we will do, for anyone who's new, who's joining us today, here at the RP Geeks, we're nerds. Okay, we've accepted it, and you must accept it too, and you must come with us on a journey. And what we do very quick little things that we like to call lore drops, which work quite well with like Keeper of Arcane Lore as the name of the of Cthulhu GM. And but this week, Fiona, you're going to do a little lore drop, and you just got given the brief something Cthulhu-y.
Yes, absolutely.
And so what have you done?
Octopuses.
Oh,
Right,
yes,
that's what
sure.
I'm doing.
Tentacles.
That is
yes.
literally it. So we know how our friend the octopus. We know that they've got 8 limbs. We know that they've got 3 hearts. They've got blue blood. But did you know that they are considered colorblind?
Oh, I did not know that.
By whom?
Oh.
By science.
Who said this?
So,
Science decides.
so we know that they're also like masters of camouflage as well, so that you will see them like those videos of them being like hiding in sand and maybe doing some incredible, beautiful colors to attract mates or warn off enemies, all that sort of thing. But according to I think it was the Cargany Museum of Natural History, I was reading a couple of articles on this, is that because the in their eyes they've only got one type of light receptors in their eyes. I believe it's rods rather than cones, so they can only see the intensity of lights rather than the full color spectrum. So then the paradox is, how is it that they're able to change all their colors if they can't see colors and everything like that? And for this, I have some diagrams.
You have diagrams?
Oh my God.
They do textures as well, don't they?
They do
They'll copy the
textures.
textures.
Camouflage. Like, don't tell me they can't see their own camouflage.
So, our eyes is usually, we've got obviously a pupil, and it's usually sort of rotone sort of irises that sort of changes and all that sort of thing. And so the light hits straight through to the back of the retina. And we have 2 types. We've got the cones and the rods. But octopuses, they have like almost like, think about it as like a camera lens. So they can be quite big. I think it was up to 20 millimeters, but their muscles around them can contract in different ways. So often you will have like a slit like that.
Oh,
You
she's
see
made
it like
diagrams.
sometimes you'll see them having like almost like a U shape as well, perhaps.
I've seen the U.
A W shape sometimes you see
That's
as
like
well.
a mustache.
Like a little moustache, yes.
It's like, do you remember when people used to tattoo the mustache on their finger there and do that? But they've done it with their...
weird
So glad
mid-naughty
didn't do
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I love this array of Studio Ghibli octopus eyes we're seeing. It's fantastic.
So the reason, so they can contract their muscles to these shapes, and the theory is the reason that they can't see colors according to what we've done for science, but they will contract their different, so they have these different shapes, so that they do something called color aberration. I'm going to say, whereby you imagine a prism when a light hits it, and all the light sort of changes because of the wavelengths. So you think of that Pink Floyd light goes in, all that sort of thing. This is what they're doing with the eyes themselves. So if you had something like this, it is changing where the light hits their eyes on the inside of the rods, so they can differentiate the different wavelengths of colours.
Wow. So their receptors are just working out, because of the shape of their pupil, what colours are there.
Colours are there, yes.
Exactly. That is the working theory. It's not been proved in any way, but I like that idea, because you see, and it's not just octopuses, it's squid. Most cephalopods will have these different irises, sort of like muscles and stuff, because they have only one kind of light receptors.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's so many steps to
amazing.
seeing the colors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't even see it,
guys.
right? But then,
Yeah, exactly.
then the idea is
Make
they're not
yourself
necessarily even like working it out. They're just like they're just sensing it and then turning their body into that
Greeny.
vibe.
Exactly.
And that's fascinating.
Octopus is an
Yeah.
ally. Octopus be like, I don't see color.
The final quick opposite fact, because I'm sure people will remember, back in 2010, when we had the World Cup, we had, of course, Paul the octopus.
Oh, the
was
one who
seen-
predicts it. Yeah.
Yes, the animal oracle. Because octopuses are very smart, but it was thought that this particular octopus, Paul, was able to predict things in the future. So
But he wasn't, was he? Sorry.
it got.
Don't throw away the Paul.
Might have been.
If I find my notes, it correctly throughout the lifespan of basically, so the Paul's handlers, they would put out 2 food boxes with the different flags for. Usually, it's to do with Germany because that's where Paul was from, and whatever Paul picked as the first food supplement to eat, that team would win. And throughout the 14 times they predicted this, he got it right 12 times. That's 85% of the times he correctly predicted matches. So, I don't know. Maybe,
He had a
maybe there's some
50-50
sort of...
chance every time. He had a 50-50 chance every single time.
I don't know.
Okay?
I like
He had
at the end of that, it's just, well, I don't know. Just
and also, do we have any evidence that the handlers weren't just looking at the bookies and putting his favourite food in the box that was the most likely to win?
You have to have faith in Paul.
I don't have faith. I want evidence. I want cold hard facts.
But it was predicting particularly the German football team's wins, and even predicted the final as well, which was, I believe, Spain won as the final there. So yeah,
Nice.
I don't know.
Fair play.
There you
Fair
go.
play.
But there you go. You got a fun Paul fact, but also a very cool science fact.
That was-
about autism being colourblind.
That was lovely. Well,
very, very
The
friendly
wine
and
I'm-
happy
Thank you, Fiona.
facts as well.
oh
Yeah, very nice.
yes.
I love
the wine, Dom.
The wine I'm
Yes.
drinking, in carrying on the theme, is Mad Fish.
Wild,
Really
coastal,
tying
pure.
everything together.
That's amazing. You need a
Pretty-
crystal
pretty-
in that, Dom. Yeah.
Pretty Lovecraftian. Pretty Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
That's the bad wine.
Yeah, that's the bad one. You got to put a
Put
crystal
a
in it.
crystal in it.
Right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and but we'll be back very shortly, and we will continue on our journey onto land of Forvandi. So
Forvandi.
we'll be right back. Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Goodbye.
Welcome to Forvandi. Forvandi. It's got many names, many pronunciations of the same name. And the ship docks on a very rough-looking jetty, and there are these little wooden shacks along it, with these. You assume they're fishermen. They look like fishermen, but they're very, very pale, very thin. If any of you have any medicine or even education, it's probably well known enough that you could just roll education.
I'll do an education.
that.
It's not too bad.
Got a very expensive education, actually.
Yeah, better be good.
I got a 97, but luckily my education is 55, so it's not a fumble. It's just a fail.
I get a success.
I got a hard success.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a success. I was going to use 2 points of my luck to push it to a hard success, but.
Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. There's something about some of them. As you're disembarking and the crew of the homily are helping you down and they're getting your bags out. Not all of them, noticeably. Some have stayed on board. John the bosun has stayed on board, and a few of the others as well. But the captain's there, and the able seamen are unloading, and the fishermen come and help. You notice that the fishermen, some of them have their gums are like completely black, and their skin is kind of flaking a little bit, and you think that's scurvy. They've got really bad scurvy. Not all of them, but some of them noticeably. But anyway, they're unloading stuff, and at one point the captain says, be careful, that is yes. And they start unloading the dynamite very carefully. These crates of dynamite start getting stacked up, and just as you're sort of getting your bearings, the island is, as you have approached it from the south, it turns out, and just ahead of you, you can see there's this little cluster of wooden buildings that is the retreat. There's a couple of greenhouses as well, and these rough-looking fields, but the snow is extending down from the mountain, and the tundra grasses are very, white and slightly withered. The mountain, which is a dormant volcano, it's not a huge volcano by any stretch of the imagination, but it's this squat mass in the middle of the island. It obscures the view to the rest of it, and indeed it is incredibly misty. This fog is just constantly rolling down it from the snow, and it's cold and gloomy. All at sea, there's the sea mist that's rolled in as well. The visibility is not good. And this is like the few hours of sunlight there is. And as you're taking all this in, a woman comes over. I'll say with your hard success on the education as well, you feel like they're not wearing enough layers for how cold it is. None of the people are. They're all quite thinly dressed. And this woman, she's in a sort of a plaid skirt, a woolen skirt, but still, her top half, she's just wearing a sort of very plain blouse, and she has a bit of a shawl, but that's it. And she comes over. She has this shock of tangled red hair, and her name
is in the document somewhere.
In the document somewhere, in this list of names. She comes over and she says, welcome to Forvandi. I am Birgitta Assadottir. Come with me. They will bring your bags. And she starts guiding you towards the little village.
Are you taking us to the retreat?
Yes, I will show you your cabins.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Mr. Morden would normally greet you himself, but he lives on the north side of Mount Fanga, and he must tend to the patients who are convalescing on the north side of the island.
Oh, the north side. We heard that was quite dangerous over there.
No. The island is very safe. Occasionally some walruses now and then, but you keep your distance, never a problem. But yes, we ask people though, and she turns to the group of you. There's you four, there's Evelyn, there's Tremblay. I think that's it. And she says, we ask you not to go onto the north side of the island because we have some of our guests. They have to convalesce for a longer period in private. They get a separate treatment on the north side in the stone houses. So we like to give them space. So we ask if you explore the island, which you are welcome to do. We ask you not to go north of the old whaling shack on the east side. You will see it as you go round Mount Fanga. You will see that is the line we ask you please not to cross.
Why do they get the special treatment? Because we paid a lot of money for the excellent healing properties that you have here.
Mr. Morden will be able to explain better when he gets here, but the main reason is that they have more complicated requirements, and it is possible that Mr. Morden will decide that you also need that level of treatment, and he will suggest convalescence on the north side of the island.
Me and Ethel aren't sick.
I have very good health. I always have done. Although I don't know. My stepmother,
We're just here for a refresh.
Perhaps I explained it not very well, but they are not necessarily sick. They might simply have, how to say it? They may just simply have a more difficult journey towards the attainment that you should all expect to achieve while you are on Forvandi.
Yes, of course, the attainment.
Is there anything we can do to sort of prepare ourselves and maximize the attainment possibilities?
It is a very good question, and of course you will be discombobulated from your long journey. This is normal, and Mr. Morden will guide you. If you follow his guidance, you will achieve attainment, no problem. You will become a full, whole person, and you will achieve the kind of regenerative ability that we are all here for.
And you have achieved this, yes?
Yes.
How
Great.
does that feel?
Very good. I do not get sick. I have a lot of energy. It is one of the reasons I chose to stay here. Some people, they come here and they learn from Mr. Morden. They experience the vitality that we get from the environment here. We think that a lot of it is from the magnetic capabilities of the dolerite cliffs.
Oh, yes, that makes perfect sense.
The stone, it has a resonance that brings vitality into the body. And some people, they are so grateful for their experience that they offer to stay and work and
were a
become
customer.
part of the community. Yes. We
Oh,
all,
I see.
everyone you meet once was like you.
Oh, not the fishermen there.
Yes, even they.
And
even
they chose to stay.
They chose to stay.
And they then give their livelihoods and their money to this
Yeah,
Mr. Morden.
I was going
We
to say
do not
it's-
have money on Forvandi.
No,
Where did your money go though beforehand?
We have we have had to buy materials as a community. We buy materials to build and to live. So the Captain Bolker, he has brought supplies from he travels to Sweden, Norway, Denmark, England, Scotland, Ireland, and Iceland, and he brings supplies for us, and we have to pay him.
Right.
That is how it works, and that is why we have guests.
Yeah.
I think my stepmother will be very interested to hear all about this giving up money, moving beyond the need for money. I think she'd like to hear a lot more about that.
It is a tough life, but it is an invigorating life.
Now, very important question. I have a very particular diet. I eat fresh fruit, vegetables, and I was ever so worried that on an island like this, there might not be such supplies that you might not be able to get the food that I need to be healthy.
This is a normal concern to have, and you will be pleased to know that once you have achieved attainment, food is not really a problem.
Okay, but yes, we haven't yet, so what are we going to eat until then?
Don't worry. We are familiar with this problem. Everyone who comes here has the same journey, and that is why we do farm on the island what we can.
I imagine the volcanic soil would be great for farming.
That is part of the resonance we have with the natural world here, even though it is a volcanic island in the Arctic Circle. Yes, it is difficult to grow, but we have found a way. You will see. You will see. I will take you to the greenhouses later or tomorrow, and you will see what we have achieved. And you will be amazed. It is amazing.
Is she scurvy, Dom? Is she scurvy?
No,
Has she
not
been eating her vegetables?
She looks very healthy, actually. Yeah, she looks really good.
Fun little side story. Quickly, just going to jump in. My grandma and her friend went on a cruise around Norway like years and years ago, and they I think everyone on the ship was like, we haven't had a green vegetable in like weeks because they just can't do a green vegetable. And then they sort of said to the ship like, oh, it's lovely, it's really lovely food. If at any point you could get something green on the plate, we would love it. And apparently the chef came up to them one day really excited and was like, I've got you some Brussels sprouts. And they were so excited. Aww. And then at dinner, and they were so excited because they managed to like get hold of these Brussels sprouts for everyone on the ship because everyone was saying, oh, it would be lovely to have something green. And apparently they just boiled the piss out of them. They basically came out white. Anyway, yeah, so
they tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Whilst this sort of conversation is going on, I definitely think Phyllis is trying to take pictures of like, you know, like tourists, you know, that sort of thing where if she's giving a tour, like there's definitely photos. I definitely want to try and take pictures towards like the landscape and all the bits that she sort of pointed out. I definitely want to try and take as many pictures as I can of the sort of landscape and see if, again, using that sort of thing to see if I can see, obviously it's not a telescopic lens, it's not nothing like that, but just definitely want to see if I can see anything and take pictures of, essentially.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, don't say that. I'm just a tourist.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. You're going to take a picture and there's going to be something weird in the background.
Cthulhu.
We can only hope.
What
Well,
might
it
be
jump scares you out of the.
Do you have
Natural mermaid.
Do you have equipment with you to develop these pictures?
Oh, well,
So yes.
no.
Well,
Oh, what? A whole dark room?
Yeah.
No, no, I don't have anything with me. I'm just trying to keep. It's my.
I was just going to say, we did say that I get you every little thing that you could possibly need for your hobby, but
Incredible. Then yes, my whole stuff.
Portable darkroom.
the dark room.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Um,
even if
well,
you had the
imagine you've got, like,
negatives, you could hold
steamers
them
and-
up and stuff, right? I guess.
maybe, but yeah. It will still take time to develop. Like, it's not going to do it like right now, essentially.
yes,
So I would
yeah.
still need to set up and stuff like that for sure.
Yeah. But let's say you've got some of the chemicals with you and some
Yes.
like portable equipment that is in your steamer that's
Yes.
being loaded off the ship. So you might be able to develop them later. So you could give me a photography role.
Oh, guess what? I heard that.
I would hope so.
That would be hilarious. Just take lots of selfies.
It's just lots of thumbs over the lens.
Oh, lens cap was on. Yeah. That is. Ooh, that's pretty good. It's a 13. So that is an extreme success.
Yeah.
Oh, Wow, fantastic.
Oh
Or
no.
bad.
Sanity checks.
All around.
So you get you take some pictures of the landscape. There's a few birds wheeling past. The sea is actually relatively calm at the moment. You get some pictures of the shoreline. You get pictures of the fishermen and the sailors unloading the ship. You get a little picture of the village, and there's people. There's some people milling around. There's some people going to the greenhouse. There's some people working in the greenhouse. You snap a bunch of them, and you think they're going to come out really well. They're going to look very, very atmospheric portraits of this place.
Scrapbook, yeah.
Yeah, really good ones of the scrapbook. You might even get these published. They're going to be really good.
Ooh.
I'd like to pick up some of the. If this is the ground around, are the rocks? Do they look volcanic or sort of like the dolerite kind of material?
A mix probably.
Yeah, I'll just pocket a
There is a
few
lot of
different
dolerite.
of various rocks. I'll just.
Replace my crystals, is that what you're saying?
If they're magnetic, they've got wonderful properties. I don't.
Yeah. Brigitte doesn't say anything about that. She just lets you do it. She says. What does she say? She says, "Let me show you to your cabins. So you'll be staying in these cabins here. You each have your own room. They are next to each other. Feel free to make yourselves comfortable. As I said, you are welcome to explore the island. If you would like to find out what we grow in the greenhouses, you're welcome to pitch in. Mr. Morden, he believes that hard work is one of the working with the land, working with nature is one of the best things that we can be doing. He will be here very soon. Probably by the time, unfortunately, by the time it will get dark, and Polar Night will be on us in the next couple of days, and that is always a challenging time, especially for people who have not been to the Arctic before. But we do our best to stick together as a community. It brings people together, and we will have dinner together in a couple of hours. Mr. Morden will be there for that. And yes. Very
Sounds
good.
lovely.
Thank you so much.
But like I say, please don't go beyond the whaling shack. If you're heading north onto the island, be careful if you are climbing Mount Fanga. It is a bit treacherous in places, a bit of a difficult climb if you go too high. But yes, it is. It may not look like paradise, but in a way it is. Is there anything else I can do for you to make your stay in Forvandik more comfortable?
No, I'm so tired. I should really hit the hay. Thank you.
Yes.
Where?
Any other
Sorry,
questions?
where do you live?
I live here in the village. I live in that cabin over there.
That lovely.
Myself and my husband, although he is convalescing on the north side at the moment.
Oh, he's one of those ones.
Yes.
Did you meet
yes,
here, or did you come together?
We came together.
And they split you up?
No, we have lived together for a long time.
When was the last time you saw him?
He went to the north side 2 weeks ago.
And how long have you been here?
We have been here for many years.
Many years, yes, lovely.
Yes. My husband Gundar, he's a good
Gundar.
man. It was him who got me involved, and now I am one of the longest serving people on the island.
Sorry, did you say Gunda? Because we met another
Yes.
Gunda, didn't we, ladies?
We did.
Where did we meet that Gunda?
We didn't.
I've forgotten.
Didn't meet the Gunda. The Gunda was
Mentioned.
by Phil. Phil found a Gunda thing.
I didn't hear anything about
You
it.
didn't. I don't think you heard it.
Who's
I think
Gunda?
you're
Never,
right.
lovely name. Anyway.
Oh well, there are a lot of Gunders.
There's a lot of
Yes.
Gunders.
Yes.
Uh,
As we discovered at the time, yes.
Yeah.
my husband is Gunda Elvers.
Ah, lovely name.
Does that ring a bell? Dawn?
Good. It's good.
It definitely rings a bell for you, 'cause I
Have
remember it.
surnames, isn't it? It's good.
Quickly,
It's good that
quickly
he's got a
underline
first
the name.
name and a
Underline the
surname
name.
and it's the same name as last time. It's
Yes,
like
that's nothing to do with anything
system.
I know, so that's fine. Evelyn? Evelyn?
You'll be with us.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
darling. Hello. Where are you staying, darling?
wherever they put me, I suppose.
Okay,
In
well,
this one, and
Yes.
Brigitte, yes, you can stay here if you wish.
Evelyn, have you been here before? You just met Mr. Morden in Cambridge.
Yes, yes. Oh, a few years ago, he was visiting Cambridge, and I had the pleasure of
I love the way you say it.
meeting him.
Yes. So you're paying to be here, Evelyn?
Of course.
All your worldly possessions and goods, probably.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, but
Yes.
yes,
It's fascinating, isn't it?
ever since I lost my husband, I have been searching for a way to understand how we can live our lives more fully.
Well,
And Mr. Morden
maybe.
convinced me. Sorry?
Searching for a purpose. Sorry, I overheard.
Yes, a purpose. Purpose.
you know, Evelyn, I've always found when you lose one husband, the best way, find a new one.
Oh, I'm a little old for that, dear.
Oh, Mr. Morden, I'm sure, would be very interested. Look at you. You're a catch.
Well, thank you. Very
Anyway,
sweet of you.
right, Ethel, I'm going to go to my room now. Goodbye.
sorry. I love her.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
I-
I too
can I-
am going to my room.
Can I sidle up to Ethel quickly?
Mm.
I don't believe we've spoken. You seem to have noted the scurvy as well.
Oh yes. Did you see how ill they were?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely terrible.
Yes, I just.
And then she
wonder-
said, "Oh, you won't need food," and I'm like, "Well, no. If you don't give people food, they will get scurvy."
Yes, indeed, the sustenance is paramount.
Absolutely.
Hmm. Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that they said well, it was John who said that he wouldn't step foot on the island. He wouldn't get off the boat. But
Oh, that's just superstition, surely. He said it was mermaids, and they're not real.
of course.
This is some sort of nutrient deficiency.
Mhm.
If only we'd brought more oranges or something with us.
Yes. I think there's a lot of people on the island. I think it might be prudent to if you can fashion any kind of earplugs for yourself and your mother.
It seems like quite a quiet place.
I wouldn't just have them on hand, maybe.
Well, a good night's sleep is very important, so yes,
Exactly.
maybe you're right. Yes.
Yeah, I would highly
I
suggest
suppose
that.
a seasoned traveller like yourself who knows all the little tips and tricks.
I am indeed rather seasoned. Well, you take care now, dear. We'll be right over here if you need anything.
I'll see you at dinner.
Yes. I'll hurry off to Phyllis.
Yeah, I think what Phyllis has done in the meantime is again lets people sort of chant stuff, but has definitely turned one of the cabins into the dark room and goes, "Sorry, love," and then goes into the other cabin where where Sloan will
They
be.
were roommates.
We are
Out of
companions.
necessity.
Yes, out of necessity. I needed.
You needed a dark room.
I needed a dark room.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, because there
people
are
want
more
to-
cabins than there are people. That's for sure.
Can I make a note of which one Mr. Tremblay's cabin is?
Yes, he's right at the end. And as you're looking to see where he goes, he makes eye contact with you and gives you a little nod and goes into his room. And then probably all of you probably see this. People are bringing up some of the sailors are bringing up your trunks and steamers and luggages and things. And the dynamite is being very carefully transported on these sort of rudimentary wheels to a squat dry stone building. It's one of the only stone buildings here. And it's clearly some sort of storeroom, you think? And one of the islanders takes a key from around their neck and just unlocks the door and lets them in, and they start loading stuff in. And then you notice Brigitte is walking back across the village, where she meets up with another woman who's a tall woman with white hair and a bun, and they're talking animatedly as they walk over to the ship, where some of the sailors are holding. Clearly, it's the at least the body of Christian Magnusson, wrapped in a tarpaulin, and they have a conversation, and then they also take him to what you presume is the storeroom, into this stone building
With the dynamite. Lovely. Have you told us about the dynamite, Ethel? Or have you kept that to yourself?
Didn't think it worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
Of course.
Thought as much, yeah. Willow is chucking crystals out of bottles of water and putting in either dolomite or the rocks from around the land, and just recreating all the
Yeah.
bottles of things.
Like
New product.
Nice. Perfect.
I am doing some research. I'm looking at my stolen goods.
Ooh. Oh yes. Stolen goods.
I'm specifically looking for people who were on a ship in the last 6 months going out whose names do not appear coming back again.
Yeah. Okay.
did.
Interesting. Ooh. I mean, I think if you're spending a bit of time doing this, that's fine. So let's say this is what you're doing until dinner, is going through your stuff, and then I'll check in what everyone else is doing until dinner. You might just be putting stones in water, but might decide to do something else.
Oh, she might go on a little walk.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you go through these manifests, and indeed, there's actually quite a large number of people who don't come back from this island. You would say maybe as many as 30%.
Just take a note of some of the names. Again, like the most recent ones, perhaps.
Yeah. You do that.
All of
Is
them.
there a specific name you're looking for?
Oh well, I shall take note of some names I don't know. But I'm also looking for the name of a friend of mine.
And was that in the last 6 months?
I would know when she left.
When to
so I
look,
could
yeah.
specifically look.
Yeah.
Aside from the getting an idea, I will specifically look for her name just to.
Yes.
Secrets.
Secrets. Yes, she did arrive on the island, but she never left the island.
Interesting.
No sign of her. Lovely. What are you doing, Liv, before dinner?
I think that Sloane is currently kind of, as she mentioned to Ethel, fashioning some sort of earplugs out of something, out of whatever bit she can find. She's not completely accepted that this is real, but just in case it is, she just wants to have a little something on hand. And I think also, though, at this point, if Phyllis comes into the room, I think maybe she's having a little bit of a bit of a coughing fit at this point. I think.
Darling, hang on, drink some water. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't seem fine. What's up? You can tell me anything.
I know.
Yeah.
First things first, I made these ear plug things. You can put them in your ears, and then things will be more muffled, and that might, I'm still kind of a bit jittery about the about
Yeah.
what I saw and what the
Mm.
Magnuson man said, and just if you could keep these on you, that would be great.
Well, I will protect them with my life. Put them into my top pocket. Yeah. Oh.
Great.
Look, my dear. I don't wish to impose or anything, but like, I know we sort of joke that this is just a little thing of them. I know you've not been well, and I don't want to diminish your feelings or anything like that. But you don't think that obviously terrible things happened, but you don't think it's just all coming up to the surface because you're not 100%.
Maybe. I'm not certain.
I think we'll just take it and we'll just see how it goes. And I fully supported you in getting the support monkey, but thinking ahead, like can we afford such things? And like whatever, I'm here to make you happy. All right. If you want me to wear the plugs, I'll wear the plugs. But just remember that we're here to get you better, and these things they might be impacting on that.
Maximilian takes out an earplug out his ear and goes,
Oh,
like,
God.
And then he scampers across the floor, and the rooms, all the rooms are pretty much identical. They're pretty basic wooden rooms with little beds, and there's a desk, a little table with an earthenware jug and some wooden cups. That's pretty much it. The Maximilian has scuttled across the floor and is under the bed, scratching at something, and squawking, and then he gets on the bed, and he's sort of
baby, what is it? What have you found? Show mommy. What is it? What is it?
Probably just another dust bunny.
No. He's smarter than that. Can you help me, please?
All right, on three. Just pull the bed. My
Pull the
big
bed back.
ladies pulling bed.
Strong.
You
Strong.
pull the bed back, and there's the wood on the floor there is slightly discolored. It's much darker in a kind of patch of what must have been liquid at some point. But someone's scratched into the wood the words "Don't drink."
Emily.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
You've been in it the whole time.
Maybe you should be drinking the crystal water. Sorry.
That's pretty ominous. I'll say that. But I mean, again, just because I said 30 seconds ago, like I know you're thinking about things. I mean, okay, I see this now. Maybe something is up.
I think something is most certainly up, and I am questioning the validity of the practices that are done here, and that is a problem in itself.
Oh, great. And I'll sit down on the bed at this point. I'm like, oh, okay. Right, I thought this was going to be a lot harder. Look, I've been, I've been trying to get work. Pictures are quite nice and stuff. Well,
very, very good.
Oh, that's, well, because of the element in it, and I point to her. Look, I've been asked by one of my regulars to try and get some, dirt. Like, try and find out stuff about the retreat. So when you said you wanted to go, I know I was a bit insistent that I'd come with you. So I appreciate the lie, but they say that the guy that runs this place isn't who he says he is. It's a big sort of scam. All right, I didn't want to worry you because I know you're not well, but that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, and I don't want you to feel like I'm dismissive of you or anything like that. But just be careful. All right, this guy, I don't know. It sounds like a bad egg, you know.
I believe you.
Well, good, hope so.
Of course. I do wish you had perhaps let me in on that before we came here.
There wasn't a right time. I was taking photos. You had your monkey. Like it was just a lot happened.
I
right?
always have my monkey.
Yeah, you do. Look, I'm sorry. All right, from now on, let's be truthful with each other. Right? Anything you found out, we'll check it, and I'll wear your plugs, all that sort of thing. Okay? Because you're my 100%. You know that, right?
I think I might be dying.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, what do you say to that? I don't want you to die, and I will fight tooth and nail to make sure that doesn't happen. But it can't be like this. Middle of nowhere in the north, cold, bloody walruses.
Well, let's just get your pictures and then we can go from there.
Oh, I feel you're angry with me. I'm sorry. I just wanted to be truthful. Right?
I'm not angry at you. I am afraid. But
okay, I'm gonna go out to the greenhouses, maybe take a couple of snaps and see if I can see anything there. But like, just be careful. You know.
do you think we should maybe gather the other ladies that we met and perhaps take a look at the north side of the island?
Do I think we take two? Well, certainly a woman who insists on giving crystals to people, and another lady who seems to know first aid but didn't do very well at first aid with us. I'll be honest, it's not like we've got. It's not like we're increasing the team, so to speak. And I don't say it win,
You know,
but
they might have hidden talents we do not know about.
I mean, maybe. I do think we'll keep an eye on that Evelyn lady. Like she's the one that's got the strongest connection here. I mean, if you want to bring the ladies along, feel free. But a girls' trip, I don't want it. You know, could end in tears. All right. But
Good.
you know, you do what's best. All right. I will follow your lead. I will go with you. I come in, didn't I? The middle of nowhere.
You did. I think I'm going to go with Maximilian to the other quarters and meet the ladies and tell them not to drink.
Wise. All right. I'll see you later. Dinner, and I'll head out.
The greenhouses. Okay. So let's stick with everyone's got two names now. What's that? Sloan. Let's stick with Sloan.
They've got their real name and then their other name.
Oh, what about the middle
Names,
names?
my weakness. Remembering names is even worse. So Sloan, you heading? Let's say you head to
Willow?
Ethel or Willow,
Willow's.
yeah.
Willow. I think Willow would be the most interesting thing to happen here. Let's say you head to Willow's cabin first.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you mind if I come in?
No, come in. I'm just sorting out some of my wares. And you can see there's just on the bed is just bottles of water, all with various different crystals. Some still have the pink crystals in, some now have these new rocks in, and you see some that are just water as well.
Where are you getting the water?
I brought it with me.
Okay. Okay, that might be a good thing. So,
I was hoping that maybe they might want to use it here as part of the healing ritual, so I wanted to provide different samples, you know?
right. So, you're a grifter, yes?
Oh, no, I wouldn't call myself that. I would call myself a merchant. I obviously married very wealthy, so
Yes,
I've
twice.
come into... No, well, the first time was for love, actually.
I narrow my eyes at you. Was it for love? Can I roll psychology or something?
You can roll psychology.
If you're okay with that. Emily.
Yeah.
This would be an opposed roll, I think.
Ooh.
So Emily can roll psychology as well, and it'll be Whoever gets the best degree of success, so a regular or hard.
Well,
one.
I've failed
I too have failed.
quite badly.
So it's like that moment in Curb Your Enthusiasm when he's like looking at each other for a while.
Yes, no, Darren was lovely.
All right. Fine. You know what? That doesn't matter. So, my monkey was scuttling around, and happened to find a little scratch on the floor that seemed to be a warning, saying that we should not drink. It said, "Don't drink." So,
Because the water's
Don't.
bad. So we need good water. And I have good water.
now that's one way to look at it. But,
Okay, I will do you such a good deal, Sloane, because we are friends.
No. Okay, she's gonna. I'm gonna. If you don't mind, Emily, I'm gonna like grab you by the collar
Yeah.
and be like, "All right, listen here.
Yes.
Yep, you listen to me right
Oh,
now.
yes, you're very close.
Okay,
You're so tall.
I am. Okay, I am losing it a little bit. So if you could just if we need water, I think you should openly share it, and I will reimburse you for the water later on. Okay? So don't drink anything that they give you, and let your daughter know that as well. Okay?
Where
Weekly
did your monkey see this?
in my cabin
But where?
on the floor. It was.
Sorry,
was
if
like-
you
there
wouldn't,
was-
if you wouldn't mind, and she'll take her and then drop to the floor and like look under the bed and see
Oh
if
yeah,
there's
because I'm so
anything.
tall, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, but also drop to the floor to look under the
Oh,
bed.
I see, right. Okay.
But also, yes, I think she falls.
Yes, quite high up.
Yes, yeah.
It doesn't look like there's anything under your bed.
Yeah, boring, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
There was some kind of actually
If you
A
see
mark
anything else
on the
strange,
floor.
Mark? What kind of mark?
Well, there was a scratching, and then the floor was kind of warped,
Warped, just like a bend.
like a liquid had been there.
Interesting. Maybe one of the liquids they shouldn't drink. I think it makes sense that we will only drink my water from now on.
God.
I think that makes perfect sense, actually, Sloane. God, you're a genius. Okay, right.
I'm
I'll
going to
work
take out
a
like
very...
a pouch of like money. I'm gonna just like give you a bunch of money.
Thank you. This is very kind.
Okay,
1, 2,
this is
3,
for the
4,
water.
5, 6, 7. How many is
And knock
in-
it out of your hand.
Ah.
Okay, look. I'm gonna go talk to your daughter. You do whatever you're doing. Keep the
just-
water away
hey!
from everyone else.
Hey.
Yeah.
Take this. And she'll give you a bottle without a crystal in.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna open up and sniff it.
It's water. Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, no, that's my personal. It's definitely vodka. And then it just gives you. Try, have this one. There you go. That's my one. Sorry. I don't drink water.
Right.
That's just water.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Also, I think we should go and look on the north side and see where they don't want us to see. Are you gonna come?
Absolutely. I was going to go after I finish doing this.
Wonderful. Okay, well, come with me. We'll go talk to your daughter.
Lovely. I don't like secrets.
We'll go to Ethel, maybe.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'll cut back to you in Ethel in a moment.
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Phyllis, it's me.
Sorry, we should have changed our names on Zoom to be our character. That would have-
No, it's quite all right. Phyllis, you're heading to the greenhouses, right?
Yes, that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a two people working in the greenhouses who also have names that I have to look up.
These people and their names.
God,
Why do they all have names?
God, how rude of them to have names.
Monikers.
Who decided this?
I
Who
know.
invented
You shouldn't have
this?
given them in advance. That's why
I
I
mean,
just never give
I
them a
just-
name until I
yeah.
get to it.
And
They're
Let's see,
really
1 and
good,
2.
like Scandinavian
They are good names,
They're
actually,
like
yeah,
really
that's what I'm
proper.
Yeah.
Brigitte.
You've actually done this thing called prep. That...
Yeah,
I know.
never heard of that.
I googled everything. So yeah, you get to the greenhouse. Actually, there's only one person in there.
Oh,
It's a short woman. She looks sort of like early middle-aged, maybe. She's got red cheeks, and she's quite broad, and she's got big boots on, but still lightly dressed. And as you walk into the greenhouse, it is surprisingly warm in there,
Mm.
and the plant life is really verdant. You realize they're growing like all kinds of things in here. Mostly root vegetables and things by the looks of it, but there's other stuff as well. There's some bean stalks and what have you.
Mhm.
And this woman's on her knees on a kneeling mat, and she's just with a trowel, just doing something. And she turns as you come in, and she goes, "Oh, hello. You must be one of the new arrivals."
Yeah, I'm Phyllis. You can call me Phil. Sorry, Brigitte was asking for you back at the village.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did she say what it was about?
No, she seemed in a bit of a tiz. I think obviously it was arriving and stuff. So I said I'd come to you and give you that message and stuff. She seems to be all over the place and stuff. So
Oh, thank you. Well, I suppose I best find out what's going on. But could you give me a fast talk or a persuade roll?
oh man,
Come on, Phyllis, you got to be good at that.
I don't think I am. Persuade. Oh, well, I will try persuade. Fast talk. Oh God, no, fast talk's terrible. All right, let's try persuade. Come on. Oh, that is a success. Just a success.
Oh, great. So she nods and says, "It's a busy day when people arrive."
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she hands you the trowel, and she says, "Do you know your way around plants?
Oh, I can give it a go. I remember my brassicas from
Just pull the weeds
keeps.
out, and we've got to harvest whatever's available, ready for the polar winter."
Oh, so soon. That's tonight, isn't it? Or just in general?
Oh, soon, yes, yes. It's upon us.
Oh,
So we need to
dear.
get everything out that's edible.
Well, all right, I'll have a go.
It's just whatever it is, just toss it in that basket there.
Mhm.
I'll be right back. And off she
Oh,
goes.
take your time. Take your time. Oh, dear. Bit of a cough, eh? Oh, if I don't catch it.
Wait, does she have a cough?
No,
Or is
no,
that
was
you?
me.
That was
That
you.
was
Okay.
me,
Oh, right,
Tom.
sorry.
So I was like,
sorry.
they're
Oh,
not meant to
actually-
get sick.
Sorry, that was definitely me. Just about. Okay. Right, as soon as she
Everything's a clue.
goes, as soon as she goes, I'm definitely gonna have a look around, and yeah, I'll start pulling up some vegetables. But then I'm gonna certainly the first couple, I'm gonna try and break them in half and have a look inside them in case there's something. I don't know. Fiona's not very good at veg, so she's like, "What's inside this cucumber?" and all that sort of thing.
What's inside the cucumber?
I don't know.
Could be
Yeah,
anything.
I guess. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, if I'm looking around and I'm pretending to weed and all that sort of thing, I want to see if I can. They talked about it being very verdant in here. I want to see, like, is there something unusual other than them being like beautiful and bright? Is there like, I don't know, like vines on them, or there's a rot in them, or something like that? Anything that's obviously visual. Basically, I just want to look at them without eating them. That's plan two.
Sure, sure. So you start digging around in the soil.
Yeah.
You could give me a natural world roll or a botany roll, if anything you've got like that, but
Oh,
it's not essential.
Natural
You might just
world.
get a bit of extra something, but you'll
Yeah,
get
I'll
some.
go for natural world. That's only 10%, but we'll have a look. Okay, that's 22. Fuck it. I'm gonna spend 12 luck and get it down to a 10.
Woo, woo. Now I've got to make it worthwhile.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry.
So you pull out. There's some potatoes.
Oh.
Fair enough. They are quite
Nice.
big. And you toss those in. And there's also some beetroots. Chiuga beetroots, which can grow in kind of colder conditions, but yeah, with your success, it's quite difficult. And you maybe have a poke at them, try and break them open a bit, and yeah, they seem fine. They seem better than fine. They seem really healthy. And you toss that in there. There's some carrots and what have you, and then you notice that after you've been doing this for a while, the soil is really moist.
Sticky.
Really, really moist. A little bit sticky.
No, Dom, no.
And as you look at your hands, was it the beetroot that did this? Because sometimes when a beetroot gets the beetroot juice is quite staining.
Right.
Yeah, your fingers are all dark red. You've got this dark red stickiness to them that's in the soil. You think, is it the beetroot or the soil? You're not sure. and then you put your hand in one more time, and you feel something. It's a finger. It has a nail.
No! Why is it?
Why is it that?
No!
Do you?
No!
You can feel it in the soil.
No, don't feel it in the soil.
Shamini, mute yourself.
Sorry.
Do you,
Please continue.
do you pull it out of the soil?
Sure, I do. Why not? I'm like, oh,
Oh, great.
okay.
So you start
Yeah.
pulling, and this finger comes out of the soil,
Yeah.
covered in, it's all sort of purpley red, and you pull it out, and it is growing out of one of the beetroots.
Oh, if that's not hard-hitting journalism, I don't know what is. Click. Take a picture.
Let's have a sanity roll for that.
Oh, no. All right.
Why? It's perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal.
Sanity, 51 out of 65.
Just a bit of
so
finger
a
food.
success. Oh,
Hey!
Hey.
Very
Very
good.
good.
And that's everything, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you
That's
so
it.
much for
That's
watching. That was...
Done.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Success.
A success. So you still lose 1 sanity point, I'm afraid.
So, that's more. That's very generous.
Yes. You lose 1 sanity point. What has happened here? It looks. No, it must be. It must be a it's a tuber. So I mean, they do grow weird sort of things. Maybe it just looks like a finger, and you don't want to look at it anymore. You put it in the basket.
Oh, put it in the basket. Okay. Oh, horrible. Don't eat your beets. All right. Having a quick look round, seeing that, again, realizing that, I've got precious little time here. I think I will. Just trying to think what else I would do. Quick scout around it to see if there's any like manifest or any sort of like, are we taking in this sort of what stock of vegetables? But I appreciate I've already asked for quite a lot already, so I think if I just have a quick glance around, see if there's anything out of place, and then just book it back to Sloan.
Yeah, it's just veg. It's just plant life in here. There's nothing else going on in the greenhouse.
If I can, I'll grab a rag out and try and wipe off the stain a little bit.
Most of it comes away, but it just lingers a little, it's soaked into the skin a little bit.
All right. If there is like a if there's like a water like a bin or water thing, I'll just put my hands in quickly and wash and try and get them out, and then just back to Sloan as soon as I can.
There is a water bin.
Yeah.
And you put your hands in it, and it's your hands come out redder than they were when they went in.
Why?
You realise
Because you asked.
the water's kind of red.
Oh, I better have a big gulp of that.
What did we say? Don't drink.
Oh.
Yeah. I just get out and run at this point. Try wipe my hand off the on myself and leave.
Fantastic. And so Thingamabob and what's her face turn up at who's her name's?
Hi.
Yes.
It's my daughter's. Yes. Ethel, darling.
I'm busy.
I'm here with Sloan, sweetie. It's important.
Hello.
Hi, Sloan. Hello, stepmother, darling dear.
Mother's fine.
What's up?
Don't drink the water.
Quieter.
What? Don't drink the water. Well, don't drink anything, apparently. But you must only drink Mummy's water now.
Said that before?
It is true.
No.
It is true.
But
This time
Sloan
it is
agrees
true.
this time.
This time it is true.
Sloan, I'm sure that you think that crystals are very, very wonderful for you, which I'm sure they are.
I'll give you one without a crystal in it.
I'm going to just like take Ethel's hand if you're okay with it, Shamini, and just lead you to show you the thing.
Okay, right.
Oh, I want to see.
What's that?
A warning.
Have you tried licking it?
Did you write this, Willow? Stepmother.
No, I didn't. Sloan, did I have time to come in and write it?
Did she put this here?
No, I don't think.
No, I didn't.
No, my monkey would have known. No, you didn't know. No,
I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I didn't.
my monkey would have known. So.
I just feel like this is very convenient that you want everyone to drink your strange crystal water now that we're trapped on an island with no other drinks.
I agree. It feels very convenient. However, look, maybe you could just accept that maybe Mummy has been onto something this whole time.
No, not that one. No, it's just a coincidence. A coincidence, I would say. So don't drink any of the things that they give you, and
I'm
generally
not
be aware.
telling anyone else to drink the crystal water. I will drink it if I don't have to pay for it. I'm not telling that poor old
For
lady.
the crystal. What
Well,
are you talking
I just take it out of her allowance. She doesn't have any
and
money.
that's another thing. You're conning that old lady. I saw you.
I'm not conning. She wants to buy a product. I have set a value. It's called capitalism, darling.
I don't subscribe to it myself.
Oh,
Anyway,
well, you're such a good person.
I mean,
What was the value you set on marrying my father?
Ethel Marlington Smythe. I
don't
remember
even
it.
remember her name.
It's your name, Willow.
I remember it. Mother, please don't call me Willow. I loved your father. He was such a sprightly 79 when I met him. And it broke my heart when he passed. It really did. Ethel, I know you're upset. I know you're upset about the money, and I know you're upset about the will. But
His will wasn't like that before, and now his will is like that.
well,
and
I know it's because he really liked me. And look, I understand. Look, he wrote you're in the will. He just said that I would to be in charge of your finances. So we're connected. He wanted us to be together. He wanted our auras to combine, and that's why I brought you here, darling. So we can combine our auras and be a family, like your
Did you
dad
see
would
the
have
will?
wanted.
Did Ethel, did you see the will? Did you see it?
Yes, of course you did.
We have lawyers for all that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I just would, I've got some lawyers of my own.
I think we're focusing on the wrong thing when there's a weird place with no water that we can drink.
Sure.
And I understand, I understand it looks very weird that I suddenly have a supply that we must rely on, but I'm not going to charge you. Look at me. Oh, I've grown. I'm a good person. Fuck capitalism, I guess, if that's what we want. Look, fine, you can have it for free.
Don't charge the old lady either.
Evelyn?
Don't
Oh, darling,
charge
she's going to die
the old
so
lady.
soon. No, okay, fine. Oh, she's just not looking very well, is she?
That's why we're here, to get better. And perhaps to stay. Did you know, not most of the people, a whole bunch of people who come just stay here.
Yes.
Who, like Brigitte said,
I did
live
notice.
here and work here.
And gave all their money away to them.
Just
Look.
never leave.
Yes. Okay. Sloane. I apologise. This is indelicate. Are you quite well?
No.
I just. I think you may be being taken advantage of.
I am now aware of that. I think I was always aware of that. It was a last-ditch effort, okay? So,
Yes, hope will do a lot for people. And faith.
so will fear. So, let's... Have you seen Phyllis? I would like-
No. Your friend?
Yes, my good friend. Yes.
It's okay, by the way, darling.
Nope,
We've all played around with the other side. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
No, nothing.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Bam!
No.
I'm here.
Hello, Phyllis. Oh, you're so tall.
I rush in, I shut the door, and say, "Oh, great, ladies! I have made the scoop of the century. It's blood. They're using blood to water the crops.
You're
of
covered
some
in
sort.
blood. Is this blood? What's your?
And I just hold up my hands as I'm sort of gesticulating. It's like there's something wrong with the food, so I don't think we can drink or eat here. I think we need to get out. I think we need to get out of here. I know that sounds a
Well,
lot so.
okay, calm. We don't necessarily need to leave, but maybe we should
think we
find
do need
Mr.
to leave.
Morden and tell him we know what you're doing and you must stop immediately.
And then he kills, and then we become the
He's not
blood.
going to
I
kill
don't-
us.
All right, everyone, calm down. What is this? I'm going to go to Phyllis, and she's not covered in blood. It's beetroot juice or something. I would like to use biology, have that, to assess.
Have that.
Have
I
it.
would like to use the library
This is
to figure out.
me picking something I actually have, and I would like to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of it, but I have some of it.
Yeah, I just hold out my hands.
Right.
Sort of like,
Is that or horse riding? I think this is probably more relevant. No, that was terrible. No, I'm pushing it. I'm going to push it.
Oh, how are you going to push it?
I'm going to
Maybe a
sniff
little-
it. I'm going to
maybe a
freaking lick it. I'm licking, and they're definitely not blood.
I definitely turn over my
Goodbye,
hand.
Ethel. It was lovely having a daughter.
Oh, welcome.
Don't lick her hands. What do you? Don't.
Right, what? Now I have a... Right, no, I have a 10 and a 0. That's a 10. I have a
That's a
10. I
10.
succeeded.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
I always have to double check. Sorry. With
Yeah, well, I
Sorry,
also,
with
yeah,
the-
I also.
Well,
Is that? It looks like 100 every
It does
time.
look
and
like
you're like,
100. It's not 100. It's not
Yeah,
100.
it's a 10.
I've got a 10, which is a hard success.
Fantastic. Yes, you lick it, and for a
lick it
second
real
it does taste a little sweet, like a beetroot.
Like a beetroot.
Except very quickly afterwards, there is this iron aftertaste.
That could be a coincidence.
Um,
An iron beet.
and I think with a hard success, this isn't just blood, but there's blood in it. You're pretty sure.
Oh.
Ethel?
Now listen, I got top marks at the preparatory school.
In licking.
I came top of the class
In
in a whole range of
biology,
subjects.
Right.
Well, multiple subjects, actually. Thank you, stepmother.
Mummy.
Right.
You may possibly be correct about possibly some trace presence of possibly blood in this.
Okay. Why don't we head back onto the boat right now?
Yes,
How about that?
Yes, maybe they haven't left yet.
Yes.
Yes, you know what? Actually, I think that probably is for best.
Oh, wait, what about those other two that have come with us, Mr. Tremblay?
We'll
whatever
collect
his
them on the
name was.
way. I'm gonna
Yes, we should get
walk
everyone.
out, and I'm gonna speed walk casually to Mr. Tremblay's casually speed walking to Mr. Tremblay's room.
He's fast. Look at him.
As you get to Tremblay's room, Brigitte is stood at his door, knocking on it. And she says, "Oh, you're here? Fantastic. This is perfect. Dinner is ready."
Oh, wonderful! We shall be along presently. I should just freshen up, but yes, I just wanted to collect something I loaned to Mr. Tremblay. I'll tell him dinner's ready.
Very good, thank you. It will be in the long house just here, and there is this longer hall-shaped wooden building, and it's much darker now. It's already getting dark. The sky is sort of bruised with these, deep purples, and I mean, there's still a lot of cloud cover. And then she turns to the north, towards the slopes of Mount Fanga, and she says, "Oh, he's here! He's back!" And coming running across the snow is this man. He looks like he's maybe 60. He has this huge beard, huge grey beard that's, it's covered in icicles from his sweat that's immediately frozen, and this long grey hair. But he's topless, and he's his body's like really, he's really lithe and toned.
Oh my God, Emily, no.
Willow's ready.
And he's wearing just sort of normal sort of trousers tucked into some boots, and he's jogging, sprinting through the snow, flushed, and he appears and he looks down the slope at you all gathered there, and he says, "Ah, the new arrivals. So glad you could come."
We were just about to go, actually.
For dinner? Yes, I'm just in the nick of time. You must forgive me, I normally greet everyone who arrives at the island, but I was indisposed tending to those who are convalescing in the north. They need my attention.
You're not wearing
But
a
come.
shirt.
No. When you have achieved the attainment, you will not feel the cold. You don't believe me? You'll see. You too will be able to achieve all the things that I can. Yes. Forgive me. I assume everyone knows who I am. I'm Gregory Morden. I'm the founder of this little place, but I can take no credit for it. And he touches Brigitte on the arm and says, when everyone else here pitches in, everyone is equal on Forvandir.
Even you.
Shall we?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Morden, I've left my notebook in my cabin on the boat. Are they still here, do you think? I do
yes.
want... I really must dash off to get it.
Oh, she shouldn't go alone. I'll go right along with her.
And actually,
Nonsense,
I think I left
nonsense.
my
Nonsense. We will send someone.
I need...
But Ethel hid it quite well, I think.
It's
very
very
private. Very
private.
private.
Mr. Morden, really. I shouldn't like to say the kind of things that I write in there.
Ethel!
Well, I shouldn't.
No, you
It's
shouldn't.
true.
And he puts his arm around you and brings his face low to yours, and he says, "Don't worry. I understand. I keep a notebook myself. But do not worry. The sailors will be here for 3 days, so there is plenty of time. For now, you must be starving. Come. I advise you eat now, because by the end of the polar winter, the food will be not as good."
Right. Well, maybe we should, see what dinner's like. And just see. And then we can go back to the boat later, Ethel. And get your notebook then.
All right, if you think that's best, stepmother.
Yes, and I don't know about you, but I'm not that hungry. As we sort of walk.
I actually am quite hungry, though.
Well, don't be.
No.
We also have an exciting announcement for everybody to hear, which I think... yes, it is good. It is a good day.
Dom, what does my monkey make of this man?
Yeah. Yeah, the monkey.
Monkey maker.
An animal psychology. That's a good question. Ooh.
Sniffling.
I think I'm going to need a hard psychology roll on your part.
Okay.
You've got loads of psychology, right? Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
A
so I'm
5.
gonna need
You're going to
a
need a
5.
5. Yeah.
That's a 33.
You got luck.
I have luck. Will I be able to use the luck to get that?
Yeah. If you want to spend the luck, you can
You're
spend the luck.
28.
Sure. 28 luck away.
He sees everything.
Go into his mind's eye. Okay, so leaves me with 22, I think.
Ooh.
Oh, you do not have a lot of luck to begin with. Okay, yeah.
I know, I do feel bad.
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't. I've got so much luck that I did not
Yeah, I was
realise.
gonna say,
Yeah.
me too, yeah.
Well.
Maximilian, who's normally very active and energetic and curious, has become subdued and clings to the back of your neck and just watches him. You get the sense that Maximilian is afraid of him.
I'll destroy this man. Okay.
I think in that moment he maybe turns to you and his face changes momentarily, and he makes eye contact with you and says, yes, I see. And he just lightly touches your hands and says, "I'm glad you came here. I'm very glad. Yes. You should... Well, we'll see. Would you come to my shack is on the north side of the mountain. I would like you to come there, maybe tomorrow, or tonight, if you want to."
How do you feel about that, Phyllis?
I'm right beside her at this point, yeah.
I feel like we might have something to discuss. I can sense something about you.
Why don't we see how we're feeling after dinner? I may be quite tired.
Yes. Yes, you may be. Well, come on then.
It's so creepy. Yes, okay.
And he takes you all into the longhouse. And so before long, you're sat on this long table, and you're served a series of... There's stuff to share, basically. There's mushrooms and carrots and beetroots and all that stuff. There's this sort of soup made from... Morden says, "Try the soup. It's a local delicacy, though not very delicate. It's made from the lichens and mosses that grow on the island." Yes, it's an old Icelandic trick.
I only eat solid foods.
Ah, well, enjoy the beetroots.
Yes.
You will notice that he is not eating. He just drinks. And he says, "Oh, please help yourselves to the beetroot wine."
I don't. Yes.
I pretended to drink.
Now, I must have everyone's attention. I have some exciting news. And he puts his hand on a young man who sat next to him. He's maybe in his early 20s, and he looks like he has wasted away. He is almost transparent, and he has teeth missing, black gums. His skin is covered in these deep purple bruises that run up his neck, and his eyes are really deeply sunk and purple. And he looks incredibly weak. And Morden says, "Young Lucas here has faced his final test. And tonight is the final night. Lucas has not eaten. He has fasted. And now he is ready for attainment." And everyone, all the islanders sort of break into a light applause.
Sorry, question. Sorry, sir. What is attainment?
Attainment is the act of becoming whole, of purging ourselves of all inflammations, all diseases, and more than that, becoming part of the fabric of the world, of the universe, becoming something greater than ourselves.
Wow. Sounds lovely.
It is. It is lovely. And once we have all achieved attainment, then the world will also achieve a wholeness.
Oh, the whole world has to do it first.
We will usher in a different world, a better world. One person at a time.
That will take quite a long time, I assume.
We have a lot of time to do it in.
Do we?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Good, as you were. Thank you.
Does anyone else want to do anything over the course of dinner?
How many people are here?
That's a good question. There's probably about 30, 40 people.
And Trembly and Evelyn here.
Please don't ask their names.
I was like, I go around and I speak to every single one of them.
Single one. Yeah,
I
yeah,
offer them
yeah,
all
yeah.
crystal water.
Do we
Here,
get
take my card.
Do we get a sense of like how big the settlement is and how many of the people, other than those convalescing in the north, of course, are here right now?
It's almost everyone, you think?
It is almost everyone. Is Lucas a name that I recognise from the manifest?
No, he might have come prior.
I mean, you do realise that I might have to go and ask everyone's names in order to check them off my list.
That's
Like,
more
I
of
do
a-
have a list.
It's more of a montage. Than
Yeah.
Yes.
No, well, we have to do every single one.
No.
I think there probably is quite a lot of mingling
Yeah,
going on, people
right.
moving seats and moving around, and so you probably do get to chat to a lot of people. And
Can I, while I'm chatting to people, name drop Gladys as if this is someone who is here that we all know? I was hoping to speak to Gladys, that kind of thing, and just see if I get any reactions off people.
yes, you can. Give me a psychology roll. It's going to be a psychology roll, of course it is.
Okay. No. I don't know why I looked because oh no, yes, no. I don't know. Yes, I do not have that. No.
Simply said.
Psychology
No.
was definitely the thing to put stuff in, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
we
it
did
was.
not.
I see that now.
yeah.
I see that now. Yes.
Psychology, spot it and listen, and
Yeah.
well, is
My
that
spot
what you
hidden's quite good.
No,
that's
don't
fine.
spot things that are hidden. That was the main
One
advice.
thing.
did? Oh yeah, I mean, you also don't want to be spotting everything.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people say, one or two people maybe go, oh yes, Gladys, yes, I remember Gladys. But most people go, oh, there's so many people who come and go to the island over the years. I've been here for so long, yada yada. That you don't get a clear indication.
Fair enough.
Can I go sit by Lucas?
Yes.
Be like, hello.
He says, hello.
How are you?
I am.
You look hungry.
Yes.
Is he eating?
No.
Do you not want some food?
I am sustained by the
Oh,
by
well,
the,
if you
by the
don't...
water.
Oh, don't I just think... Hang on, let's put that down. Let's just put that down. Darling, I do think you need some solid... Oh, okay. Are you crying or is John
It's-
choking on his wine? I'm not sure.
He starts to shake slightly, and
Okay.
he is sort of convulsing a little bit and
Okay.
holding it down.
Hey, oh, I don't think you should drink this anymore. I don't think doesn't seem like it's doing you much good, darling.
He looks back at you and he says, "It's because I don't think I will be chosen.
Oh, why were they choosing you?
Not everyone achieves attainment.
Oh,
I don't think I'm going to make it.
what happens if they don't choose you, darling?
I will have to go to the north.
The convalescence.
The stone rooms.
Yes. That seems bad. You don't seem happy about that.
No, I want to make right what has been." And then he vomits, and then he keels over, and starts spasming on the floor.
Help!
And
Help!
a few people come over and sort of very calmly, they just sort of deal with it. And Morden watches from where he sat.
Excuse me, what
Very
happened to him?
calm.
He was not very well.
Morden just nods and says, "Take him to the infirmary. I will have him assessed."
Oh, where's
after."
the infirmary? I have a background in medicine, actually.
"That won't be necessary. We have our own." And gestures to the tall woman with the white bun.
I'd love to see it, though.
"I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Shame.
Lucas will have to convalesce on the north side once he has been examined." And he nods at the woman, and she leaves. And they take Lucas out as well.
Right. Yes. Mr. Morden, it has been so lovely getting to know you.
Thank you.
I am going to head off to bed because I am just feeling so sleepy. It's so dark so suddenly. I don't know how are you meant to deal with it. I don't understand. So
And soon it will be dark for an age.
yes, I feel like that's true. So I'm good night. Thank you so much. Mwah.
When I first came to this island,
You tell everybody
I did not
else.
know about the polar night, and I thought I had fallen into hell.
Yes. I really thought you could be husband number 3, but you're definitely not going to be. Okay. Right. Goodbye.
Sleep well, and remember your dreams.
I always do. Got a dream catcher. And
Of course she does.
Of course she does. Of course she does.
Oh, the 20s.
I would like to try and sneak and follow them taking Lucas to the infirmary.
Oh, lovely. What's everyone else doing?
I would like to test the wine and food, and I would like to lick things. I would like to lick more
God.
things.
Shall
I
we
want to
say
say,
no?
maybe some of them are fine, and then I could eat them because I'm getting the snacky.
Yeah, it's whatever this stuff is they're drinking, it's exactly the same as the stuff you tasted before.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the food?
The food is quite sticky. in general.
Why is everything here sticky? Okay, I shan't eat it.
A reminder to Twitch chat that we do Twitch chat, YouTube live, that we still need a title for the episode. So sticky.
No.
Why is everything so sticky?
Why is everything so
Sticky.
sticky?
So
Call of Cthulhu.
sticky.
Why is everything so sticky? It's
Why
the
is
current
everything so sticky, darling?
darling.
I guess I if you got any idea, Liv, what you'd be doing, because I can sort of be your wing person, and I've got an idea for a distraction, but it depends on what you're thinking.
I think that Sloane is kind of at the point where she wants to investigate the man's cabin. You know what I mean? Look at she needs
I
to
understand.
do some digging, I think.
Cool. If you sort of signal that to me, I go, oh, well, let me tell you, I used to do event photography. Now, hang on, and I will get all the people, and I'll be like, yeah, now,
Yes.
hold up. Yeah, and I'm like,
Amazing.
oh, do a silly one. And I'm just taking pictures of all the staff, essentially, and then, like, flash, and I'm like, basically, I'm just doing that whole rigmarole that you always see at weddings or parties, to cause a little bit of a distraction, hopefully, like, at least 10 minutes.
Quite slow in 1924, isn't it?
Yeah, I get out my
It's a
big
silly
camera.
one, but hold it.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically, I'll be doing that for as long as I can to give Sloane as much time. Maybe even if we just get the monkey to help, like, oh, silly monkey. Oh, we'll do another one. The monkey monkey's in that one. All that sort of stuff, shenanigans.
Fantastic. I'm not sure I even need. Do I need a roll for this? I'm not sure I do. I think you can just.
Let's do a silly one.
Roll for
So,
silly.
So you
It's just a big distraction, essentially. So hopefully it gives any help to those people who are sneaking out trying to find stuff or go to the infirmary. So basically a big distraction, because I'll be messing around with different lenses, perhaps, all that sort of thing.
like a really annoying group photo always is.
Yeah, I'm stood on. As a big lady, I'm stood on a stool. I'm like, okay, everyone squeeze in, but I can't see the ones at the back, etc. Yeah, all ones at the back. All ones at the back.
Yeah, fantastic. So you take a bunch of photographs, which means that who is sneaking off? Emily is. Are you and Liv?
I think as I go, I would try and make eye contact with someone, but not like in any kind of obvious way. I would just try and look at the other three, and just try and be like, I'm going to do a thing now. Goodbye.
Maybe we both look at each other as we're leaving. We're like,
I'm like, I'll go, yes, I'm going to bed.
I am also going to bed.
Where are you going to bed? I thought I feel a little tickle in my throat, so I might go via the infirmary.
I see. I'm feeling like I need to take a leaf out of the head of the man's. But I'm going to his place.
I understand. Yes. Okay. Good. Let's meet back up later.
Great. Okay. Scott.
So Phyllis is taking loads of pictures. What's Ethel doing in all of this?
Mr. Tremblay,
Yes.
do you
Yes.
smoke?
Yes, he says smoking.
Oh, yes, good. That's convenient.
Let's go to the dynamite.
I should have looked first.
For context sake, he's always smoking, unless I say otherwise, probably. Would you like?
I
to?
would love. Thank you so much. Should we step outside? Bit
I
of
think
cool
that'd be
night
a
air.
jolly good idea. So,
Going to marry him.
Ethel's husband number one.
Yeah.
Like mother, like daughter.
may I escort you to your cabin?
Well, yes, all right.
Actually, let's walk to mine first. I want to check something.
Oh, well, if you need to check something in your cabin.
And it's really dark now. Pitch dark. So you start walking across the sort of the tundra grass towards the cabins. And he says, so, how come you suddenly took an interest in the paperwork of the ship?
I had a very dear friend in preparatory school. We lost touch while I was in finishing school in Switzerland. She came here, and do you know, I haven't heard from her since. Neither has anyone else, which is odd. So I thought I'd just see. And it doesn't appear that she's ever left.
What was her name?
Gladys.
Interesting.
Gladys Welby.
He gets to his door and he stops at the door and he says, "Why are you here?
Well,
To find your friend?
I'm here to find Gladys, yes.
So you're not here for the retreat?"
Well, I wasn't averse to some healing attainment or whatever it is. That's really more of my stepmother's kind of thing. But no.
I'm
Yourself?
taking a risk trusting you. What was your name again?
Ethel.
Ethel. I'm taking a very big risk trusting you. I hope you know that. Let's step inside. And he goes into his cabin. Just for a moment. You can trust me.
Well, my mother always told me if a man says you can trust me, and I will.
Is it Emily or?
Wow.
No, my actual mother, actually.
All right.
There's something I need you to see.
I will look around, and we're in a dark place, and no
Don't
one
fall
knows
for
where
it.
I'm going.
Do it.
But you know what? I'm very smart and very capable, and nothing bad could ever happen to me. So I shall step inside his cabin just for a moment.
To see the thing he
He
wants
sits
to
in-
show you.
See the thing he wants to show me because I can trust him.
Okay,
Mr.
it's
Tremblay. Is it sticky? Is it? No.
No,
I
no,
don't want
no.
to see anything that's sticky.
in his pocket.
No.
It's pitch dark in there. The only light is from the tip of his cigarette, and he goes over to the oil lantern and starts lighting it, and then this glow sort of fills the room, and he stops. He looks frozen, almost in shock or horror, and he just slowly looks around the room, and there's some books piled up on the desk. His luggage is there. Some of his clothes are laid out.
What's the matter, Mr. Tremblay?
Someone's been in here. Someone's been through my things.
How can you tell?
I'm an expert in noticing small details.
Did you have something you didn't want anyone to see?
I have something I don't want Morden to know about.
Well,
I'm trusting you, remember? And he
so
rushes
you
over to the
said.
desk and he starts going through everything. Strange. They've left it here. It's all still here. Why would they do that?
Maybe they didn't want you to know they'd looked.
Yes. Unless they didn't understand the... I'm not here for treatment or attainment. I'm here answering a different higher power.
God. God? No, sorry. No, of course not. No.
His Majesty's government.
Oh,
He
yes.
starts going through
Of
things.
course.
And he takes out some papers and he shows you a photograph and he says, "Do you recognize the man? The man at the front on the right hand side." And it's a picture of these men. It's a really old photograph looking. They're all dressed like Victorians. And it looks like they're about to go on some sort of expedition. And, you know, the 4 people at the front are sat down and there's 4 or 5 people at the back stood up and they've all got big beards and, you know, big hats and cigars and big pocket watches and all that sort of thing. And they're all sort of very formally posed in front of a ship at dock. And there is a man sat on the front who is unmistakably Gregory Morden. And he looks exactly the same as he does now, maybe tidied up a bit. And he says, "Do you know when that photograph was taken?"
When?
1880.
He doesn't look old enough for it to have been 1880.
And yet, your eyes do not deceive you.
It's definitely him.
Exactly. And your friend Gladys is not the only one who has never returned from this island. I think there have been many, many more. I'm here to find out who this Gregory Morden really is.
That's excellent. Someone capable and in charge. That's wonderful. Well, we can help you.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Especially now they've got the drop on me. It may come to pass that, well, we shouldn't be seen together again.
Right.
If the worst should happen to me, you'll have to take it up.
And then what?
Bring an end to whatever injustice is happening on this island.
Well, get some evidence, get off the island and report it to the police.
That would be a start, yes.
All right.
But if he is guilty of murder,
Oh.
he may be extremely dangerous.
Gosh, all right. Well, I mean, you must understand that there are, oh dear, several women here who should not be put in any kind of danger. It would not be at all right, but
Exactly.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I will just be here to back you up with the non-dangerous parts.
Trust no one.
Apart from yourself, of course.
But if I should be put into a situation where I am made a pariah, you must side with them. They mustn't suspect you.
Right. Do we need
You
a
follow?
secret? Do we need a secret code or anything, just in case we do need to, or we're not going to speak again? Or a secret knock. I see at boarding school, because sometimes the other girls were in the dorm next door, and we had a secret knock to signal that things were clear. I could teach you my knock.
I don't think that'll be necessary. I think better we never speak again.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Not until we're off this island.
Yes. Oh, all right. Well, I'll report back to the others and tell them very hush hush.
Be careful who you trust.
Oh, well, no, just, well, no, I'm not, it's not that I trust my stepmother, but, well, no, now you mention it, I think she's fine in this case, and, also, Phyllis and, Sloane.
All right, then.
Right.
If you think you can trust them, so be it.
I think so. Now I'm not sure. Oh. Right, I must depart.
Tonight, when you go to bed, push your trunk up against the door.
Oh, that is such a good idea.
They don't have locks or bolts.
I've heard that about when you're travelling in foreign countries, because you can't trust the people in foreign countries. And I've read a lot of books where they say, yes, or, when you're staying in hotels and things, just don't trust anything, don't drink the water. Actually, that was one of the tips. That it all ties together, doesn't it?
As someone who works for His Majesty's government, I can tell you that makes perfect sense. Well,
Gosh.
you shouldn't linger here any longer.
No, I shall be off. I hope we shall speak again. Goodbye.
Good night. Meanwhile, steamy, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Husband number one for Ethel. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the government.
Right, Dom? Because he'll be fine.
Government.
Yeah.
Most of the government. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of-
Good.
silence.
So, yes, we're building towards a sort of mini climax of this first but
Clearly.
but it's, clearly.
Wait.
It's very cold here. You've got to warm up somehow.
Yeah.
Let's cut over to. Yes, let's cut over to Mrs. What's her face? Mrs. Double Barrel.
Marlington
Willow.
Smythe.
Marlington Smythe.
I actually go by Ms now, but
I do apologise.
Please call me Willow.
So you're creeping across to the storeroom.
well, not really creeping. I'm just sort of going, but with an air of, oh, I'm just looking around. Lovely.
So you're following after them, and you're sort of drifting. They're not really paying you much attention at this stage. It's fine, but you notice that as this woman gets to the door of the storehouse, she gets the key from around her neck and unlocks it, and they go inside and they carry two guys carry this young man in behind her.
Are there any windows?
No,
Okay. Damn.
but you don't hear the door lock behind them.
Okay. Well, I'll go near the door and just sort of listen.
You hear another door open and close.
Lovely. In which case, I'll very quietly open the door and peek in.
It's this large, the larger part of the building is this one storeroom, and there's all sorts of stuff in here. There's tools, and there's also some rifles on the wall. There's various, coats and things, and there's a fair few crates of dynamite.
That's okay. Put my matches in a back pocket.
Well, there is an oil lamp hanging up that's lit. They've lit that as they've gone in.
That is very dangerous,
safety gone
actually.
wrong,
That is absolutely
Incredibly dangerous.
Just make sure it's on the other side to the dynamite.
Yes, yeah. It's what do you do when you're in here?
Is there another door?
There's another door
Okay,
opposite
I can see
that
it.
they've closed. You can hear them moving around in there. It must be quite a small room given the size of the building from the outside.
And are there any crates that aren't opened that I can sort of maybe have a look through? But I'm not there for that. I'm just going to listen at the door and try and hear if I can hear. I want to see if I can hear Lucas at all.
Okay, yeah, give me a listen roll. Why not?
Yes. Oh no! Oh, that one's gone. Okay, where's? Oh, why are all of them big D10s? Where are my little D10s? There we go. There's one. No, not no.
What, there weren't little D10s.
No, this is just
Big
heavy,
D10.
big heavy D10. Fucked me. It was an 83, so that's a no. That's a fail. I'm going to knock on the door. Excuse me.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry.
The door suddenly opens a crack, and there's a man there, big beard, and he says,
Hello, Willow.
Yes?
Willow Marlington Smythe. I got here earlier
"You
today.
shouldn't be in here.
No, I got lost.
This area is out of
dreadfully-
bounds."
Okay, I'll leave. Just so, which way do I go? And while I'm talking, I just want to sort of be looking behind him.
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, I think you might be inside.
That's it's just a hard success. Just about by 1 point. Yeah.
Oh,
You manage to see past him through the crook of his arm. There is a bench, and they've put Lucas onto it, and they're tying him down, and she's got something in her hand. It's some sort of. It looks like a kind of like a big wooden spoon, but on the opposite face of the spoon, there's something large and sort of bulbous, like a natural sponge. And with your hard success, you can see that she's lowering it down to him, and as she does, it kind of reaches out with these tendrils and just touches his face and neck.
She reaches out with tendrils.
No, the
The
sponge.
sponge. Oh, the
does.
sponge does. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's even
And she
worse.
just-
Yeah.
She's holding it down to his neck. Can you give me a sanity roll, please?
Yeah. Fair.
Oh, I'm never getting a back scrub ever again.
Oh, success. 50. I've got 55. Oh, she's
Ooh.
clinging.
You lose a sanity point.
Okay. That's fine.
But I'm not going to give you an involuntary action. I think he doesn't see your reaction. You manage to suppress whatever you're feeling.
Oh, she always looks a little bit shocked anyway. I am so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name? And I'll sort of put my hands on his chest.
Oh,
What's your name?
Because he's got a name.
No, he doesn't. You can be whatever name you want to be.
doctor.
You just have to tell me.
Richard.
Richard. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm going to leave now.
You should get some rest.
I will. Unless you want me to stay. I can stay if you'd like me to stay, Richard.
No, thank you.
You sure? You
No.
seem awfully certain. Okay, people aren't normally that
No,
certain. Huh?
No.
You're what?
I'm
No, go on.
I'm
You were going to say
certain.
something. You were going
I
to say
don't
something.
think my
Richard.
wife would approve.
Oh,
Now,
I'm sure we could have a conversation.
I think you should get some rest. You'll have a long hike in the morning.
Will I?
Oh, yes.
Will everybody?
Mr. Morden always likes a morning hike with a new arrival.
Oh, lovely. Well, I packed my hiking boots.
Good.
Bye, Dickie. See you later.
Good night.
I'll see you around.
Good night, Willow.
Yes. What you do? What's happening in here? It's just so fascinating, isn't it? Why can't
He shuts the door on you.
Okay, I'm going to run out and try and find Sloane. I'm going to head towards where Sloane was going.
So Sloane has sloped off up the slopes, and
Lonely.
picked your way. Do you go? So if you go west, the volcano kind of sits more westerly, so the eastern slopes are gentler. So there is more of a way around. But which way do you go? Do you go west or do you go east?
Which has the most cover?
Kind of similar. West, you're going to be more visible initially because you'll be climbing up, and east, you'll be able to sort of go round lower, behind the buildings.
Let's go behind the buildings then, I guess.
Nice. So you head around the eastern side of the mountain, and it's a long walk, but eventually, you know, the village is kind of almost out of view. I mean, well, it's dark, so it's out of view anyway, but it would be almost out of view when you see, as your eyes have become accustomed to the darkness, you see there is this shape coming up on your right, right by the edge of the water. And before the land rises into these cliffs, and ahead of you, the cliff you can't really see properly, except in daylight. But you can make out the shape of these cliffs at the north end of the island. They must actually slope up quite severely into these cliffs because it's quite the silhouette they cast. But just before it does, there is this tiny wooden shack right by the coast that you assume must be the old whaling shack, and it looks dilapidated. It looks like part of it's collapsed. And as you carry on picking your way around, past that point, or way over to the left, you can see there is a dim light from a window of this stone shack. And there are other shapes that you can't make out in the landscape. Just that you've got the sort of silhouette of the horizon, essentially, the land. But yes, that's what you can see.
I will head towards which one is most likely to be where Morden? Is it Morden?
Morden, yeah.
Where he lives.
I think you'd probably work out it's the one with the light on, because the other one must be the whaling shack they talked about.
Okay, I'll go towards the one with the light.
Okay, so you make your way there, and there is an oil lamp burning in one of the windows, but the rest of the building looks dark, and it's relatively small. I mean, it's not huge, and it has a sort of thatched roof. As you get to the door, you realise it's ajar. It doesn't really shut properly. It's not locked or anything like that. He obviously doesn't bother locking doors or anything like that. But it is slightly ajar.
If I try and look through the window instead, if there's a window, is there one?
Yeah, you look through the window and you can see there is a table. There's some furniture, sort of chairs and things. And then there's at the far end of the room, it's much darker, but you can see there appears to be some kind of big sheet hanging down. And it's kind of in a weird shape. You can't really make out exactly what it is. And then in front of that is a low table with a kind of this large, quite ornate metal bowl on it.
Do I see any traces of red?
Not immediately, no.
I suppose I'll just head in then.
So you head in, and yeah, the door is. It does shut behind. You can shut it as you go in behind you, but it was ajar. And you can't see anyone. There is a doorway at one end, but that's closed. Meanwhile, as we come to a close here, Willow, you're trying to follow after.
Yeah.
Sloane.
Yeah.
God, my brain. And yeah, Sloane's quite a way ahead of you by this point, so you can't see them or anything. And then, can you give me a listen roll?
If I said no, what would you say?
Be bad at it.
Yes. We start singing instead, so you will definitely hear us.
I put some points in listen, so that's fun, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Did you do that?
Well.
Don't know, but it's okay. I've failed.
Oh.
Or maybe I want to succeed. Or do I? Don't. I know I want to fail. I think I want to fail. I want to fail.
Let's fail.
Okay. Suddenly, out of the darkness, 3 people appear,
Oh, you can have heard them.
and they're carrying baskets that are full of like eggs. And they look exhausted, but they go, oh. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Willow. Hello, Willow Marlington Smythe.
They look at each other. New arrival, is it?
Yes.
You're not supposed to come this far north.
Oh, I haven't gone past the whaling shack yet. Have I? Have I?
Whaling shack's there.
Over there? And it's just further north. I don't have a compass.
Let's get you back to the retreat.
Let's do that. What a lovely idea. Well, I'll follow you.
Good. You could give me a psychology roll as well,
I
actually.
would love that. Come on.
Bye.
That's a 2. That is an extreme success.
Ooh, very good.
Tell me everything.
You realise there's this look between them. They're really worried about something. They're scared, and it's nothing to do with you.
Oh.
They're anxious.
Hello, friends. You're new. You're not new. You've been here a while.
Many years.
Yeah. What are you scared about? Why so worried?
What?
You're very frightened. I can sense it in your auras. This is the thing I do.
Well, it's not really any of your concern.
No, but you could tell me. Tell little old Willow.
Well, it's nothing really. It's more for Mr. Morden to know.
Oh, we don't need to worry Mr. Morden. He's so busy.
It's urgent. We do need to tell him.
Well, I tell you what. He asked me to go find him later tonight. So why don't you tell me and I'll go tell him later, so we don't have to bother him with a new arrival dinner and everything like that. And poor little Lucas trying to get attainment. Oh, it's so lovely, isn't it?
Another one of them says, "It's nothing really. It's one of the stone houses." The other one goes, "Shut up."
No.
It's fine. One of the stone houses is damaged. That's all.
Oh.
Broken slightly. It needs repair.
Well, that's fantastic because I used to be a stonemason.
Well, maybe Mr. Morden will have you look at it in the morning.
Well, maybe I could just go look at it now. Why didn't you take
It's
me?
too dark.
Well, I can see very well. I used to eat all the carrots.
We noticed it when we were coming down from the cliffs, that's all.
It's going to
really
be polar
dark.
winter so soon, isn't it? So
it's
really,
too
we
dark.
should go now.
But then we would need to get lights.
Oh, I've got a light. I'll pull out a match.
That won't cut it, I'm afraid.
Oh, I think it'll be fine.
We
I think
won't
because
do
of-
anything without Mr. Morden's permission.
Why? Is he the
Because
boss
that's
of
the
you?
way of the island.
Do you like that? Do you enjoy it?
I think it's time for you to get some rest, don't you? You've had a long journey.
Really wants me to sleep at the moment.
I'm tired.
Okay,
I think-
yes. I haven't gone past the old whaling shack yet, so I think I'm going to have a little more of a wander. But off you go. You go tell Mr. Morden.
Oh, they're coming.
I think one of them looks nervously at the one who's been the main talker, and he just sort of stares at you and he says,
They said we were allowed to explore the island.
"All right, explore," and they just carry on back to the retreat. And then to finish off, we pop back to Sloane, who is in this house alone, and then something bumps. You see that behind you something has moved. You get the sensation. You hear the door go, and can you give me a spot hidden roll?
No. Oh, we can't hear you, Liv.
Oh, apologies. Hi.
You're whispering.
Oh, my bad. I'm just freaking. Oh shit! I succeeded.
That was very loud. That was very loud because you got really close and then went, oh.
Sorry.
Rip
I
headphones.
succeeded.
Yeah. Well,
You see something moving out of the doorway, but it's low down to the ground. You see what looks like a bare human leg just disappearing. And that on its own would be fine. It's someone crawling, presumably naked, out of the room, trying not to be seen by you. Except it is connected to two other human legs, one of which ends in a hand that branches into two hands as it scuttles out of the door. And I think that should be the cliffhanger.
Yeah, that feels like a cliffhanger. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
a bunch of bands.
So surprise everyone! It's gonna be at least a 2-shot. Tricked you. We're fooled
Tricked
you.
ya.
A cunning plan all along.
Yeah. Oh my
What do
goodness!
you mean I prepped too much material?
No. What could that possibly
Never
be
be
talking
too much.
about?
Me? Do too much?
Do too much.
No, bless
Dom
you.
doesn't ever do too much. Yeah, so we are gonna get together and find a time to continue this story. I'll be upfront now. It's gonna be a little while because
Work it out.
Emily's
Work it
away. Goodbye. This is my last stream for at least a month, I think. So, but you're in the capable hands of Shamini and Fiona. But yes, oh my goodness, that's
that was wild. Thank you, Dom. That was
flustering.
amazing.
Thank you, Dom.
Thank you.
Dom.
Thank you.
Dom.
Had a lot
Live
of
in the
fun.
chat.
Dom, let's go straight to you. Who are you? Do your plugs. Where can people find more and see more from you? What?
Oh, thank you very much. You can find me over on the Apocalypse Players, on all your podcast services, Spotify, iTunes.
Is
whatever,
iTunes even-
Apple
Ones.
Podcasts,
Apple Music.
Apple Music, whatever. I don't know.
Odd places.
I use Spotify for everything. Yeah, it's all on there, or you can go to apocalypseplayers.com for loads of Cthulhu stuff. You can also find more Cthulhu stuff with me and Emily and Liv over on Chaotic Neutral.
It's true.
On the YouTube. There's a bunch of stuff on there as well.
Yes. If you're on the Patreon, I've snuck into a little series that was one of the wildest things that's ever happened to me.
It was a mad one.
Great.
Yeah. I punched Sullivan so he couldn't be in it anymore, and then I came in. That's what happened, yeah. And yeah, Dom, this has been fabulous. I'm so
you.
happy, and I'm excited that we get to do it again.
Me too.
Yes. Liv, hi. You've been here so many times before, but tell everybody about you and where they can find you.
Sure thing. Hi, I'm Liv. I am a part of 3 Black Halflings, which I mentioned at the top. But we're TTRPG thing. God,
I thought your microphone stopped working.
No, I stopped working.
The brain stopped.
The brain stopped working. We've got a Kickstarter that's coming out at the end of the month, and we're making a source book for City of the Black Rose, which is a really cool setting. It's a setting of Mavros, and it's going to be huge, gang. Like you're not ready. I'm certainly not ready. So it's going to be really good. You can follow the page now. It's going to be live in like a week and a bit. Also, if you're interested in TTRPGs, I now work at Mongoose Publishing. Wow. What? And we produce RPGs like Traveler and Paranoia and Shield Maidens, and you should check them out because like they're really fun games, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome.
Everyone keeps telling me I need to play Paranoia.
It's good.
Oh,
shit.
Paranoia's
You'd
great.
be great at it.
Good
You'd be
shit.
great at it, Dom.
I'd love to see you run Paranoia. Actually, I think that would be very fun.
It's just a big fuck you. It's fuck you the game, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. If people are new here, hello. We're the RP Geeks. We are a nerdy actual play. I got onto the Blue Sky to read our tagline. We're a nerdy actual play with epic stories and fascinating facts. That's what it says, and that's what it is. So but me, Shamini, and Fiona are the RP Geeks. And yes, we play a lot of different TTRPGs, and we like to sprinkle in some lore drops where you can find out a little bit from the real world alongside all your mythos and legends and things like that.
Cthulhu's.
All your Cthulhu's.
All your Cthulhu's.
And yeah, this has been great. We also we play Blood on the Clock Tower once a month as well, so do check out some of our videos on that. But we have a whole host of previous TTRPGs that you can find on this here YouTube channel. If you're listening on podcast, hello podcast, go to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/RPGeeksD&D, because we started out playing D&D. So, and the RP Geeks wasn't available as a handle. Okay, we didn't want to have to put D&D in the handle, but we had to. And you can find more about us on our socials at RPGeeksD&D. We're on Blue Sky, we're on Instagram, and some others, but they're the main two. Follow those two. And then also you can join our Discord. I can see someone doing all the excellent. Well done, Fiona. Love you. Thank you. You can join our Discord where we chat about nerdy stuff and TTRPGs, and we'll probably go chat about this after this because I'm buzzing. And if you really love what we do, we have a Patreon where we do some behind the scenes stuff. We do little chats with cast members. We do, what else do we do on there? There's lots of stuff.
Session Zero.
Session
That'll come out
Zeros
for the
for
next
different
one
things.
that we're doing. Yeah.
Yes, for our new series, which starts
Next week.
next week.
I'm
Next-
having a 6-part series of Kids on Bikes featuring orphans with superpowers in Victorian London.
Hey.
And
Well does.
there's going to be adventures and shenanigans and all sorts. It's going to be great.
Yeah, so
They
we will
have some
get
really fun powers.
we will get the Session Zero up for that soon, so you
Soonish,
can watch that before we go live. And the other thing, if you're a Patreon, we do like to do this little thing at the end of each of our sessions where we put up one of our patrons in the world. That we've just, or two of our patrons, sorry, I should say. Has anyone got a D20 to hand, and can they roll
We've
it
got.
for me?
I was going to say we have two.
Oh, we've got
that
new
joined
ones?
us. We've got two new ones. So I'll give it the first one. Is William. Is the first one.
William. Oh, we just need to put a
William,
William in. Dom, where would William fit in this world?
Oh,
We should make a character
What's
up.
his surname, Dom?
Yeah, come on, Dom, quickly.
which Scandinavian country is he from?
William Iceland.
Yeah.
William Longlegs. Yeah, William's the guy you just
Williams.
met.
Oh, that was William. Ah, William's the guy with the
William.
nice.
Nice one. I did like him. He was a nice one, and nothing bad will happen to him.
Yay, William.
That's
Oh.
all right.
Yay, good William. And then we've also got Holly Scott. We'll I won't say your full name on here, Holly, just in case. But yes, Holly as well. We've got to put a Holly in.
Oh, sure.
Maybe
It doesn't have to be you, Dom. By the way, we're just
I
sort of
was-
so.
Maybe Holly could just like be staying on the boat and not on the island of doom and horror.
Oh,
like,
see, I was going to suggest Holly
Having a
was
lovely
someone
time.
that was in the ice. That from that, this story we had, but that's
no, it's worse. You've made it worse. Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
Holly.
Nice and
Get
safe
it
on
now.
the boat or in the ice,
Yeah,
whichever one you would
literally.
like.
You can pick, Holly. Maybe you're safe on the boat at the moment, and maybe in the
Yes.
future, safe on in the ice.
What caused
Safe in the ice.
Yeah, safe and
So
happy
cozy.
in the
Safe and
ice.
sound.
I'm sure there'll be nothing bad that can happen. But yes, if you would like to be a part of our Patreon, please do not feel like you have to. But if you would like a little bit of extra content and to support us, we would really appreciate it. You can see the link in chat now. But if you're watching it or listening, it's patreon.com/RPGeeks D&D. It's all RPGeeks D&D. I think that's enough rambling from Emily.
Lovely.
Yes, tune in next week for Shamini's first part of Urchins. Have I just said the name and we haven't announced it? Maybe.
I think we've
got-
announced it
we've got it.
somewhere.
was-
I'll
yeah,
announce
we
it.
have
I'll
said
get
it.
around to it.
I was like,
Urchins.
it's Urchins with an
Announced
exclamation
it.
mark.
It better be lots of
Exclamation
Oliver
mark.
Twist references.
Oh,
exactly.
you've no idea.
We'll forward you
Yeah.
some of the artwork that hasn't come out yet, Dom. And,
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
With an exclamation mark, that's an Oliver reference in itself, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes.
100%. Yeah,
But
yes.
do keep an eye on our socials, and we'll make sure you will know when the second part of this will be coming out. And yeah, we'll see you then. Liv, Dom, thank you so much for being here. This has
Thank
been
you.
amazing.
Oh,
Having us.
great.
And
Thanks so much.
yes, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you real soon. Bye bye now.
Bye. Sweet dreams.